We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig.
No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros.
Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Welcome out. I don't have the energy for this, guys. It's been 3 or 4 days since I've slept, but I'm happy to be here. As you know, Craig, unfortunately, dead. Wow, such a young age. We're going to miss him greatly, but thankfully, the show will continue because I am joined by, you know her, you love her, the fart queen herself. I'm just quoting Craig here. Blabs, how you doing, Blabs?
Aw, what the hell, man? I didn't like that intro. That's shit.
I was trying to be Craig.
Thanks, man.
I was trying to be
Anyway,
Craig. I think I succeeded.
Hi,
How you doing?
I have not farted today. Thank you very much.
Always good to know. Always a good way to start the show by telling everyone your fart fluctuations.
Thank you. Listen, he hasn't slept in like 4 days, and it's just, I'm a waterhead. So anyway, hi everybody. Craig died.
Yeah, it's incredible
I
how
had
often
violin
he's
music.
died and resurrected. Incredible. So we'll see if he can resurrect, I believe, on Tuesday. That's what we're hoping for.
Yes.
Just a quick heads up before we bring everyone in. So today, because Craig is dead, there won't be any direct donors that are sent to us. We're going to have to read till Tuesday because technically I don't think we can do that.
Yeah, I don't have access to Streamlabs direct donos, guys. So all that stuff, whilst we appreciate them, I can't look at them. I can't see them today or Monday because Craig won't be here on Monday as well. But we will catch every single one of them up on Tuesday when he's back, okay? So it's not like we're ignoring them. I just can't see them. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
And we're not on Kick either. I'm sorry. Kick is broken. So I left a pinned note on Kick saying, please go to another platform. Twitch, Rumble, Locals, YouTube. Like, we're there. I'm sorry. Kick is broken. I don't know what happened to it. So
Was that just today that it also died with Craig, perhaps?
Yes, I don't know what happened. I was setting up the StreamYards and I was collecting all the selecting all the destinations, and it kept saying, "Oh, Kick's been disconnected. Try again." So I was like, "All right, reconnect." And then like StreamYards is like, "We're having an issue connecting with Kick. Sorry, that's."
Your mic just cut out. And speaking of other things that start with the letter K, like cut. It's Melee Games K. How are you doing? I'm trying to add. There you are.
Hello. Are we going to do He Is Risen on Tuesday? It's like it's exactly a weekend. Oh my God. How's it going, guys? I survived monster trucks. Last time I was on with the two ladies we're having today, I was afraid for my life after hearing that story.
Yes.
But I survived. And I came back with a cup. Look at this cup. I love it.
Oh my God, that is so cool.
I was
K.
dying.
Spider-Man straw.
I was dying in bed listening to you guys talk about the freaking monster truck death. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? So yeah.
Bro, I was legit like, oh God. And then I got there and I was like, oh, my seats are like mid, I'm fine. But I looked and I actually was technically front row. It's just that like they block off a bunch of seats to make sure that the trucks don't actually flip and hit you. So I could have died, but I survived.
You were front row. That blood wave could have splashed on over you, but instead you had a great time. Kate, a lot of people don't know this about me, but one of my most favorite things in the world are monster truck rallies. I don't know if it's my Texas blood. Oh my God. Yeah. Did you come prepared with earplugs? Because a lot of people don't. And then they go deaf when they're there.
But honestly, I didn't end up needing them. I think I've been to too many concerts.
You are fucking hardcore. Kay, you are hardcore. Wow. You can't
Too
see
many
it, but I'm
metal
rock
concerts.
hard. I'm so sorry. The sexual harassment, I'm sorry. But it did get me excited.
HR.
Fine, HR is here. We're good.
I am the HR.
Blabs is the barrier between us right now.
That is really... If you have ever been to a monster truck rally, you don't understand the volume that it gets to. So good on you,
I've
Kay.
been to a tractor pull.
Was there... That's not very loud though, right?
Well, the engines get pretty loud because also they do it with the trucks too, right? So it's the pulling. It goes and lots of smoke and everything. And I feel like those climate change activists probably would pass out. So,
well, speaking of and smoke, it's Lady Decade. How are you doing, Lady
Vara.
Decade? Shit. And also,
hey, what's up? It's me, Lady Decade.
Fuck
I thought you were just gonna boot her and bring Decky
I thought
on.
so
Be
too.
"There we
That's why I
go."
didn't say
Hang on.
anything.
It's me, Vara.
I had one job.
Wait,
You
Kate,
tried
Decky
to.
can do an American accent.
It was the red hair that fooled me. It got all
He
confused.
hasn't slept in like 3
That's
days.
okay.
Ignore
Yeah.
him. But
We'll
Decky, can
forgive
you do
you.
an American accent, actually?
But me?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't do accents for
Perfect.
shit. I can't even do my granddad's accent. Well, I sound like a stereotype if I try to sound like my granddad.
All right.
Well, you know,
well,
when
now-
Americans try to do the accent, they go for that over the oh hello. They do that, and
Ew,
it's
it's a cup of British tea.
yeah.
Oh, no. Well, when my granddad was alive, he used to go, Chloe, because my name's Chloe. Chloe, are you going to go to university? Chloe, are you going to go to university? And, yeah, and
Okay, do you feel at home?
I do. I really do. Thank you. Thank you so much for making me feel at home. Usually I'm the only one that talk like this. Today there's two.
Did get a bit Indian there.
oh, bally hell.
Oh my god.
We have to do the bloody fuck you at some point. Bloody
Oh,
you, bloody you.
Yeah, fuck you, bloody.
Are you guys down to just talking Indian accents
Yes.
all stream?
Look,
I mean,
I-
Phoenix
My
hasn't
dog.
slept in days anyway, so like, why not?
I can't tell you how confused I'm at now, and it is a wonderful trip that I'm on right now. Vera, any accents that you would like to do? Any people out there you'd like to offend?
I don't know. I can't really do an Indian accent, but I love all my streams to go, "Oh you!" I love that. I yell it all the fucking time.
All right. Well, we've got a fantastic show today. The run sheet is looking like it's actually a lot of fun topics today that I'm very excited. Ooh, I'm even seeing a Pepsi thing. We'll get to that. I'm very excited about that. But
That's not what you think.
Oh, well, fuck me. Anyway, so we talked about no kick today and all that other stuff. But today, as we do on every show, we like to do a little fun showdown. We've been having a lot of fun. Yesterday, we realized that, in fact, and I think a lot of the women here would probably agree, that bone-in wings are the best kind of wings. You guys like
No.
bone or you like
Boneless
boneless.
gang. Let's
Yeah.
Ladies, girls, can I just say, I am so with you guys. Like, it is, honestly, you get more meat, right? You get more meat. It's easier. It's cleaner. And I think they just personally taste better. And who the hell wants to be chewing on bones? Am I right, girls?
Yeah, that's weird.
you're not
Actually,
supposed to ingest the
I
bones,
rather
Phoenix.
like a good bone.
Oh, you too, huh?
Timestamp that,
Tell
Kay.
us.
Thank you, 758.
All right. Well, anyway, you're not allowed to enjoy boneless wings anymore because we've all agreed that now bone-in wings, that's what won. But today, Blabs has put together quite a showdown. I think this is, ladies and gentlemen, if you were angry that Game Boy became the master race, conquering the PC, you have an opportunity right now to get some revenge because if I do this, instead of adding myself, doing great, guys. Because today, here, fucking hell, is the showdown. Ladies and gentlemen, the revenge tour is on because today it is the keyboard, mouse and keyboard versus your standard console controller. Which is the best way to play your games? I think this is going to get heated and a perfect opportunity for all you PC players out there to have your revenge. And I'm going to press this now. Oh, I pressed that
Don't
now.
make me choose.
Oh, no.
It's so tough because it's not like a single controller. If it was like, oh, the N64, okay, I'd have a choice. Or, oh, the SNES, because it's just controllers, it makes it so much more difficult.
And then it depends on the game. Like some games, I
I don't want to play a
prefer with controllers
fighting
than-
game with M and K, you know?
Yeah.
You lot are nuts. No, controllers all the way on every single front. I will always.
See,
No,
for me, I just
no.
gotta go keyboard across the board.
Look, If you're playing Civilization, you are not using a controller.
Right.
Okay?
I'm just not playing it. I'm not.
If you're playing an FPS too, mouse and keyboard.
I love Civ.
Yeah, well, no, I usually play controller with.
Well, I'm
FPS
with you,
games.
Blabs. That is the proper way to. Actually, the proper way to play it is on a Game Boy. That we've concluded. But for this
Let's go play
illusion
Apex
of
Legends on the Game Boy. See how
that
it
is
runs.
correct. Yes. All right. So it seems more controller on here panel.
It depends on the game for me, honestly.
Yeah, it depends on the game, but I just gotta go keyboard.
Yeah, because
Well,
I play more controller games, so I guess I would technically go controller, but I do like the flexibility of having a keyboard.
I
Way
think
more
the
you
way
can
you
do with
do this is I think you have to say one will exist and the other will not.
Yeah, this is basically ultimate. Like, what are you picking? Yeah.
Yeah,
So have
so I
fun,
think-
chat. Bloodbath. Go, go, go.
See, I would say for me that it has to be the controller because it's the most versatile. But because, like, you know, but if you're a FPS fan, people hate the controller, and a lot of people even say I think that it also is kind of like
Oh, the aim
kind of acts as
assist
a
and all that.
right, that it can be a cheat, right? Because you've got to. So, I don't know, this is good. Blabs, this is a really solid match, and I
Yeah,
can't
I'll give
wait to
an
see.
example of why I actually prefer keyboard for some things, and the best one is actually we're bringing it back to dinosaurs, Jurassic World Evolution 3. On the controller, it's a bit of a nightmare getting all the right buttons because you have to keep moving back and forth and scroll your little analog and everything. But on keyboard, it's actually very efficient to play. But like for other games, I prefer controller. So it does really depend. But again, chat, this is the ultimate decision. One has to go and one has to stay forever.
Yep. And I think it really does boil down to it. This is another opportunity for a PC versus console, because that's what you're kind of looking at here.
Revenge.
All right. Enough jibber jabbering.
gamers.
I would like to talk a little bit about Baja Blast.
No, dear. That's not how it works yet. Okay.
I don't want to do that. I don't. If there's anything that's
Cynical
Baja
Crusader
Blast.
for €2 says there's a suspicious amount of women here today. What do you mean? What's he?
Hi.
Godzilla Greaser for 5 says, happy 67th birthday to my favorite living artist, Brian Setzer. Whether he's going solo with the Stray Cats or his orchestra, he can do no wrong. Thank you
Happy
very
birthday.
much. Cthulhu for 10 says, Mahang normal ladies and happy birthday Phoenix. What is everyone's thoughts on Pokemon Champions? I tried it and I think it's bullshit that you don't have access to every Pokemon available. And whatever versus is, let Vara pick.
M and K.
All right, so that is mouse and keyboard for 10. That's, by the way, me. Hello, me. I was gifted another membership from Patty Quinn, so I have 12 months on
Patty
Twitch.
Quinn.
That was my first time going on Twitch in like 6 months, and like, it's your 12th month anniversary on Side Scrollers. I was like, hey, thanks.
Hey, to answer the Pokemon Champions thing, I haven't played it yet. I looked at it. It looked like a Pokemon Stadium clone to me. Should I try it?
Yeah, I haven't played it either. I've seen a couple of clips of DSP playing it, so I think that I've gotten my experience from it. I mean, he's the
Very
best
dumb.
gamer ever, so I mean,
you're
why would
right.
I need to play it? Yeah, my
Yeah,
streamer
you're right.
played it.
Is she coming back? Yeah, okay, there, she's
Yeah,
very
she's back.
pixelated, yeah. Okay, but just heads up, Vara, you were a super pixelated robot for a second there.
Oof. All right.
But
you're
I
coming
heard
back, though.
DSP played it. I'm good. So
It's not on my end, so that's weird.
Shout out StreamYards. We have an affiliate link. Anyway, Wes for 10th has thoughts on the Pragmata Rule 34 controversy.
Oh, I
don't
made a
even know
whole
what
video
that's
about that the other day.
Ooh.
I have no
Maybe we
idea.
can-
Check out Liddy Decade's video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm scared to know.
Yeah, Rule
Can you give
34.
a quick,
Let's
like a
just say-
quick 2-sentence synopsis of that decade?
A bunch of nonsense drew pictures they shouldn't have and put it on the internet for other people to look at.
Gotcha.
Well, it really was two
Thank you.
sentences. Thanks. All right, hang on. Let me go from here. Commodore Fan says, I've grown up around motorsports, drag racing, dirt bikes, monster trucks, go-karts, ATV, NASCAR, antique tractor pulls, racing boats, etc. Few motorsport are louder than monster trucks inside
Yeah.
an arena.
And Kay, like a boss, didn't need the earplug. I'm really impressed. Really impressed with you.
I don't like. We've been going to metal concerts for like a decade or more. So I mean, James
go.
has been going for like more than 1 decade. But I think I've just been around so many metal concerts now that I'm just like, yeah, it's fine.
All right, let me get these. Oh my goodness, Gear is very angry. At Var Shameless Google leaving Don Salvato hanging, forcing him to remove the psychological horror game out from the platform as long as their Google Pixel 10a is a recycled outdated shuffleware. Angry face emoji.
I like that you took
That was
all
fun.
caps as make fun of Indian people.
Yes,
Like there was
she
your
did.
there was your
I
full
totally
approval.
did.
Go for it, girl.
Hashtag racism. Anyway, thanks, Gear.
Thank you.
Moving on.
I'm just curious what happened now. What?
Xbox 360 controller is superior.
That's a good
2
one.
for controller.
It's an excellent controller.
Here's a strange one. The best controller, in my opinion, most comfortable, delicious controller is the Wii U controller.
Thank you.
Yes.
What
Yeah, and
on
the longest
earth?
battery
Love it.
life ever.
What?
It's fun.
It's
I love
just-
the Wii U
oh.
controller.
It's so comfy.
Okay, if you charge it one time, your children's children will
Right.
still be playing it. It is incredible, and it feels
It's a
good
great
too.
gimmick, but like in like actual sweaty gameplay, I would never.
Oh wait,
default
no,
to
no,
the
wait. The
Are you
Wii U
talking about the
Pro
tablet, or
controller
are you talking
or
about
the
the Pro
pad?
controller?
No, the pad. The pad.
Oh no, I disagree. Hard
It's
disagree.
so
What
comfy.
Yeah.
on earth?
So comfy. I'll die on that hill. I
What?
love it.
Yeah, I actually do like the Wii U pad. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
It's not my favorite controller though. I prefer the Wii.
The Pro controller is great though.
I don't think I've ever had the Pro controller.
Okay, is I don't know.
My
do-
brain is.
Do you need some time
broken.
off?
Like I'm just broken now. Okay.
It is
Anyway.
very comfy.
Okay, I gotta keep going. Gear. So I looked this up. Phoenix, this is $1.17. Put my super chat on 50-50. It does not depend on the game, and we are not splitting. How many times do I have to tell you this, guys? Nicely. We're not actually doing
And
splits
how
anymore.
the hell do you split $1.17?
You really don't. So, thanks, but no.
53 and a
young-
half. 17.
Okay,
Never mind.
you're showing your Asianness right now. Young Sophie
63 cents.
says arcade stick. I play Tekken and Street Fighter on ranked. I use controllers though because I don't play FPRLS. Beaten, by the way too much estrogen today. Oof, except Blabs. That's right, I'm a real boy. That's 5 for the controller.
Yeah.
Normal all man for 5 says depending on the keyboard, you never have to recharge it or waste money on batteries, and the cord does not get in the way. So that's keyboard 5.
Okay.
Soul Silver Canadian 5 says, oh, this is tough since I use both KB and M, and controller must be in an India 3 Canada thing. Let the citizens of India 2, the United Kingdoms, pick this. So, Decade, you get to decide where this 5 goes, keyboard or controller.
Controllers.
All right,
Atta
5 for
girl.
controller. Dirt is king, that's his name, nothing else. For 20 says, the question is for what? Paradox Interactive would be impossible with a controller. Fire Emblem could easily aim mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Laws or any platform would be nuts for mouse and keyboard. But I must pledge for controller. So that's 20 for controller.
But you know what? The Switch 2 Pro controller feels pretty great for playing Fire Emblem and other stuff. That's actually a really good controller. I'm stunned. It's becoming one of my favorites.
And by the way, you can use the Switch 2 controller as a mouse. Just
Yep.
saying.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, the Joy-Cons? Or
it's
whatever? Yeah,
really good if you're playing Pacopia.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, makes the building so much easier.
All right. Well, we do have a bunch of other super chats to get to, but we do have to get going with the show. We will get to the other ones in a bit, guys. But guess
Oh my-
what time it is? It's what?
No,
What, Phoenix?
continue.
Okay, I was gonna say it's my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news.
I suddenly.
Now you can talk about.
I thought this was before hard news, but that's okay. I'm suddenly feeling, once again, it's percolating like gas, that I want to talk about the Baja Blast shoe collab. I'm going to add that to the state. Look at that, I did it.
No, I did
okay.
it for you actually.
No, I think, but then we clicked it at the exact same time, and I'm
then
going to
you would
take
be
credit.
removed.
Very rude. Anyway, Baja Blast shoes are selling out after Walmart's Mountain Dew collab. Do you want me to read this? I can read this.
I had the shoe. Hang on, let me pull this up real fast for the lovely shoe that you guys can see. I just was curious to know if people would actually wear these.
I think Kay would wear these.
Oh yeah, I'm picking them up right now. Let's go.
Well, they're sold out, okay?
So, so I would not wear the shoes, but I saw this on the docket and I bought the American Snuggie.
You bought
With the Snuggie's good.
I did. I bought the
You bought
Snuggie. I did.
How much was it?
It was $29.
Is that plus shipping or like for free shipping?
So I just added like something else to my cart, and then I bought like I bought it with the free shipping because otherwise it would be with shipping because it's only Walmart.
Oh, all right. Hang on. So while Phoenix fixes his headphones real fast.
I want to give a shout out to Aramis who actually bought James and I a Mountain Dew Snuggie. And
it's
it's
adorable.
incredible. I love it.
Thanks, Aramis. Aramis had a shit day the other day. So actually, speaking of, let's do this little community member shout out. Shout out, Aramis.
Big shout out.
He's been down in the mud the other day. So hopefully, everyone send some love to Aramis, and hopefully his week is going to be a little bit better than the other day. Okay. Moving on. Let's see. Walmart has Baja Blast shoes and blankets to wear, so they will set you back $34 and $23 respectively. Look at that.
Ooh, okay.
Clogs are $24 and the Blast slides are $22. I want Vara to post a selfie
Yeah.
with this,
We need
like
to see
next
it
week
with
when
the
she
Snuggie
gets it
on.
in the mail or whatever. I expect like, look at my Baja Blast blanket.
Woo!
Yeah.
This is the most genius thing I've ever seen. You're paying money to advertise. Like you are spending money to be a walking
basically.
billboard.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good. All right. Moving right along. Let's talk food still, guys. This is what you thought was very exciting, Phoenix.
I'm sorry, Blabs. I am the host, correct?
Yeah.
Speaking of food, let's talk about Doritos. Perfect segue. Nailed it. Still got it, Phoenix. Okay, let's go, Blabs. Thank you.
A savage.
All right, bro. I'll stay in my lane.
I'm totally kidding. Thank you for helping me. I don't know where I am.
All right.
We're lost
Read,
sheep
boy.
without Blabs.
Yeah. Okay.
No?
This is what happens when Blabs doesn't take control.
Yeah,
There's
right?
there.
He's like, this is my show. I'm the host. And then he goes silent.
I thought you were talking. I was letting you
Yeah, I
talk.
said read, boy. Then you just stare at me blinking.
There.
What do I read?
What's on the screen? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Doritos. Doritos.
This is, you know what's funny is that
PepsiCo is cutting some chip prices after years of
I can't, there's a light in my way. I'm sorry. Okay, right. Okay. PepsiCo
real
is
fast,
cutting
real
some
fast, real
chip
fast.
prices after years of hikes pushing. Okay, let me read now. Okay. PepsiCo is cutting some chip prices after years of hikes that push consumers away. Some chips, ladies and gentlemen, this is important. Some chips cost more than $7 per bag. That's a lot. Doritos prices jumped nearly 50% since 2021. Missed internal revenue targets by over $1 billion for 2 straight years. This is via business. Wow. Okay.
I just want to point out that Craig was all like, embrace the chaos today, guys. Have fun.
I
That's
am.
basically it. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Indeed. Are you guys excited for a price decline in potato chips?
I mean, I guess those prices are insane. So, hey, maybe they'll get a little
$7
bit
for a bag
better.
of crisps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They get up there, man.
$7 for a bag of crisps, and I thought.
How much do
things
you
were over
pay?
here. Oh, like I thought it was astronomical, paying about £1.50 for a bag of crisps.
Wow. Lucky.
The other day, I was shocked because I saw some Walker's normal, like ready salted crisps for 85p, and I was like, not seen that price in a few years. I'll grab a bag. No, Jesus Christ! But don't you pay something like $15 for like half a dozen eggs?
I wouldn't say 15.
No. And I also think that the $7 is only in specific like states like California, for example, where everything is already so much more expensive. Because like here, Doritos are like $4.50 a bag,
Jesus Christ!
Nice.
which is still a lot of money. But that's like in the middle
I
of the
wanna
city, so like
see
it
how much a
kind of makes
dollar's worth.
sense.
You
She's
get
gonna
like
go
a
shopping.
soda with that. Like that's like a meal. Like that you're like close to what? Like you figure like $8 to $9 at that point. And that used to, if you went to fast food, that used to get you a full
Right.
meal.
So $7 for a bag of crisps. That's £5.20 for us. That is mental. Don't buy the crisps.
What is
the
like
Put the
small
crisps
bags?
down.
They're like a bigger bag.
Yeah.
probably
You can
why
get
a
like
lot
the
of America's
tiny
really
bags
fat
in
then.
Britain, right?
You're willing to
But,
pay
like,
£5.20 for a ginormous bag of crisps. Like if they're those ginormous bags of crisps, then those are still like, I don't know, £3, £3.50 for us. Yeah, for a big one. But
wow.
that's the sort of thing that you would buy if like all of your family's coming over and you want to have a bag of crisps in the middle of the table.
Yeah, like $4.50 is the party size bags. Like the individual bags are probably like
Bloody hell.
$1.50 depending on like the brand and if it's like brand name like a Dorito.
Do you ever feel like a really fat fuck when you eat a party-sized bag all by yourself and you're like, fuck, this was meant for a goddamn party?
I've never done that before.
All right. It's just
Yeah, I don't eat that
usually
many
me
chips
crying
at
with
once.
Haagen-Dazs, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
After your 20 drinks at the event and like you're sad, you're depressed, oh my god, this amazing day's over, now I have to cry myself to sleep. That's
Bingo.
when you eat a party size
crack the
bag
You
of
get it.
chips.
You get
I
it.
have a fun fact for
do.
you guys. This
Ooh.
whale in the middle has once eaten 16 bagels in one shot.
16 bagels. On a film set, listen, guys, it was so boring. You can't blame me. But the only reason
16
why I
bagels
stopped
is the
eating
answer.
was because they said, "Good Lord, Phoenix, please stop eating all the fucking crew's bagels. There's like 3 left, so I can eat my bagels and I can eat my chips too."
But where does
That's
it
a little fun
go?
fact.
Have you tried competitive eating? I watch a lot of competitive eating. And
Probably
16
could.
bagels. It does sound like a competitive eating challenge.
We
All
need
right,
a
let's do it.
competitive
Heart
eating
attack.
challenge here on stream with Phoenix.
I could do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
he would win. He would win
I
everybody.
would easily win though.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like
bottomless
pizza. I don't know if there's an end to pizza. I could probably do. I'm not kidding. Probably 6 or 7 pies. That is not a joke.
That's nuts. That's
That's
disgusting.
Yeah,
Jesus,
I
you're a
don't
whale.
typically do this, but I
Like
could.
Free
could.
time.
In my free
You
time,
could.
yeah.
And these challenges, you sometimes can win as much as $50.
Ooh, that
Which is
beats
basically
just
how
the
much I
bowel
paid.
movement I usually get as a prize.
Yeah, it's basically how much you paid for 6 to 7 pies, $50. You win it back. Hooray! Anyway, let me hit up some supers real fast. Saint D for 20 says controller hands down. KM is meh. Keyboard mouse.
Yeah, that was, I agree.
Thanks, Decade. Jared for 1 says console controllers over PC. Also, happy birthday, bro.
Thanks, man. You're the only one today. Thank you so much for
Happy
remembering.
Hatching Day, Phoenix.
I appreciate that. Very rude.
Iron Beat member for 1 message says definitely going with controller. I've used it more with various games. I hope y'all are doing well. Censorship has gotten out of control. That's about
Amen to
$3,
that.
I'd say. So 3 for the controller.
Okay.
Bentley for 20 says, oh my, this stream has a lot of estrogen. Even though you're multiple copies of Tomb Raider increase your estrogen levels, Phoenix, blink twice if you need help. Hashtag for controllers. That's 20 for the controller.
Thank you,
Are you
Ben.
blinking for help? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
I was, yeah.
Commodore for 2 says, I play on PC with both Ergo keyboard, mouse, and trackball and Xbox style controllers, but overall keyboard and mouse is more versatile, so that's
Okay.
2 for keyboard. Reese says, I'm the kind of weirdo who will build a custom config file just to play Star Trek Online with a controller. Holy fuck, I voted for something. Did I have a stroke? Okay, thanks, Reese.
Thank you, Reese.
Wes
you're not.
for 10 says, Happy Easter to all the Orthodox normal men. Christos Anesti. Thank you very much. Young Stove for 2 says, in other news, looks like an Irish Civil War. LF go. Oh,
Well, we are the channel to cover civil wars here. We'll make
especially
sure
in
we-
Ireland.
After our Baja blast story.
Yeah, we're pretty political. UDLS Levi Dornia gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. If you got one, say thank you to UDLS Levi Dornia. Thank you very much. Yeti for 5 says, if I hadn't been for the controller, we wouldn't have Pong, and then where would we be? So that's 5 for controller. Zyto for 10 says, real Yakuza use a gamepad. Wastelander for 5. Look at me. I'm the captain of Titanic now. Yeah, it's Phoenix right now. And then UDLS Levi Dornick came back for 10 and says, just an FYI for those that do not understand British lingo, crisp equals chips. chips is fries. Please, people, be a bit open-minded when countries have their own word choices. Yeah,
Was anyone fighting with that? I
think people in the chat were.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes. The original country that comes up with the
Oh,
original
hell no,
version
don't
of
go
the
with this
language.
original country shit. House Saber for €5 says, British pounds, says, I share a bag of Doritos only serves one person due to the air cushion included in the bag.
And here's the thing,
agreed.
right? They're gonna decrease the price, but you'll start to see a little shrinkflation in how many chips are in that bag. Too.
Oh, sure.
We used to have something called a wagon wheel here that used to be like this big, and now it's like this big.
Okay, I always hear about the wagon wheel, but I never got to see one.
Do you want me to post you some?
George.
I'll post you some.
Thank you. Ranger George for 10 says, Phoenix was giving off, look at me, I'm Craig now energy. Happy birthday, my dude. My money is on the controller. That's 10 for the controller.
Thank you.
And I died too. For 10 says, it depends on the game. I play Fallout, Gears, and Minecraft, and a few other games with controller. Overall, mouse and keyboard. So mouse and keyboard for me on this one. That's 10 for the mouse and keyboard. By the way, where are we right now for the showdown? Let's just have a little update.
All
shall
right,
we?
yeah. You did it. Okay.
Yes, I did.
So far, we've got $27 for the PC's mouse and keyboard.
PC Master Race, are you about to say?
No, we know the Game Boy is a master race. And yes, Blabs, you caught me. Damn it. $103 and $103 for all controllers of any shape and size, whatever one, even including arcade sticks. So I know this looks bad for PC, but honestly, we've seen this go back and forth. This is still a close fight. Trust me.
All right, okie dokies, right. So, do you guys remember the other day how there was that Kit Kat fiasco where like a shit ton of Kit Kats were stolen
Boy,
in
howdy.
Europe?
It wasn't me.
Okay.
I had a feeling.
You know, some people who are guilty will automatically just say that it wasn't that.
Very quick to say it
Atta
was
girl,
not
Labs.
me.
There's 12 tons of bars. What have you been up to, Lady Decade?
Well, the other day I ate nothing that was a Kit Kat.
All right. Well, we
All of a sudden you go over and she's like, do you guys want a Kit Kat? And it's like, wait, where do you have so many Kit Kats?
she's actually keeping them for Halloween, and that way she can just give them all out.
We don't go mad for
Sure,
Halloween
I
over
love
here.
them.
Halloween's
genius.
not that popular over here.
Yeah, I hear that. That is not that thing. So listen, mom to me. Actually, no, because nobody comes by me for Halloween either, because I live in the middle of nowhere and I don't even have street lamps. So like, there's no point in trick or treating by me. I live in the woods. But send him to Phoenix then, and he can go and give them out for funsies.
Absolutely.
Yes, but we do have a little update real fast.
Okay.
A Kit Kat truck with presidential level protection was spotted in Canada, surrounded by 4 black SUVs with red flags of Kit Kat. The stunt comes weeks after 12 tons of the bars were stolen. So actually, this begs to question, what have you been up to with Kit Kats in Canada?
Ooh.
Don't tell anyone. I'm going to offload them during Halloween. It was a genius idea. No one will know. Candy's flying everywhere that day.
Not gonna lie, the armed guards would put me off.
That's true. But like, actually look
That's
at this, guys.
wild
You
and
see
though.
the flags of Kit Kat surround this giant ass truck. Like that's
It's kind of
insane.
cool.
Yeah. Can you imagine being the driver of that Kit Kat truck and he's like, look at my armed guard. Ha!
I hope he talks exactly like that too.
Maybe he's really gay.
I would assume, yeah.
So anyway, that's just a follow up for there.
All right, that's cool. All right, so they're actually trying to make a viral moment out of it, right? Like that's the
Yeah.
idea, right? Sweet. Okay.
And also probably because they don't want to like risk 12 tons of their profit just disappearing too. That's a lot of money right there, 12 tons of Kit Kats. Now before we get into more news, I was actually tasked with making a top 5 cheese for
Yes.
you guys. So my number 5 top cheese is goat cheddar cheese. I have it written on a sticky note, guys. That's how professional I am. So goat cheddar cheese. You can put it on
cheese?
Yeah, you can put in like your eggs. You can put it on crackers, charcuterie boards. You can honestly just broil it too. So like if you have one of those toasters that you can also put on broil level, you just cut a piece of bread, you put like the cheese on it, and you just stick it in the toaster on broil, and it just kind of like melts the cheese a little bit onto the piece of bread, and you got a little bit of like almost like a toasted bread without really being toasted.
Has
Cheese on
anyone
toast,
here
basically.
had that?
Cheese on toast is.
No, the goat. This goat.
I've never heard of goat cheddar cheese. I'm wondering how
Yeah, it's
that
really
works.
good.
Is that like a Narnia cheese? Has anyone else ever had that? I've never even
Listen,
heard of
next
that.
time you're
not.
over, I'll give you a slice and you can try it for
Okay.
yourself.
Lovely.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, you can like buy like Aldi's and stuff, guys. You know, or a supermarket, which is like Aldi's. So anyway,
okay.
number 4.
On the edge of my seat.
Smoked mozzarella, not just mozzarella. but
Yeah,
smoked
all right.
Ooh, that's good.
That's a good one. I like that.
Because the edge is just so good. And again, you can put on anything. You can put on sandwiches. You can put on crackers. You can honestly just eat it by yourself. It's totally fine. So smoked mozzarella is number 4.
Let's slow it down. We're going too fast. Let this segment sit.
Here's the thing. I really want to like bring all the cheese with me, but then I would just have cheese on my desk for like 2 hours, and
I just love to watch you just eating cheese, just sitting in your chair, just eating cheese.
Eating cheese stream. That's it. That's all there is. The third one is not as popular, but it's manchego. It's
Manchego.
sheep cheese, actually. It's made from sheep. It's really, really good. Honestly, you can put it in your tacos, and your burritos or something. I want to scare you, get the chat. But yeah, it's really, really good. You can put it on like a sandwich or anywhere you could have with crackers. All right, so that's number 3, and I think everyone might know what number 2 is. This one's kind of American, guys. Colby Jack cheddar cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Colby Jack's good.
Hell yeah,
It is
dog.
so
Yeah.
good. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
my go-to for hamburgers. I will never eat a hamburger without cheese on it. It always has to be a cheeseburger, and I will always put Colby Jack cheddar cheese on it.
Well, let's slow it down there, sister. Why don't you tell everyone, though, when you do put cheese on a burger, what cannot be on the
Ketchup
burger?
can't go on it.
There it is.
What?
Yep.
I don't like
wanted
ketchup
to-
with my
Why?
cheese.
Yep.
I don't know
So
what's bricked my brain more, the Wii U gamepad or the cheese and ketchup. What?
Yeah, no, Kay, just so that we're clear, Kay. If you're like, Blabs, would you like a burger? She would go, yes, only if you put ketchup on it. And you would do that. And you're like, okay, now would you like cheese? Abso-fucking not, she says. So with regular standard burger, fine with ketchup. But if
How
you
does
put
that
the
make
cheese,
sense?
that's what I'm trying to say
I
there.
don't
Use,
like
please
it.
explain.
Why?
Yeah.
Because
So you're saying you don't take a bite of the burger and then have like fries with ketchup at like the same time?
Oh,
Look at
no.
that.
Here's
or like
what I do.
following right
Here's
after?
what I do.
'Cause, like that'd be the same.
I put the fries in the burger with my cheese and everything.
But no ketchup? No ketchup for either?
What?
This is not.
So,
This is
here's
not.
the
So no,
thing,
my
I would-
husband and my son both have, like, if we do go to McDonald's, it's plain cheeseburgers as well, and so both of them like putting their chips inside of
I'm
inside
part of the
burger as well.
family.
See, I'm part of the crowd where I want everything on the burger. I
Yeah,
want
me
the
too.
bacon. I want extra cheese. I want the onions, the pickles, the lettuce, the tomato, the jalapeno. I want it all.
No bacon for me, thank you, and nothing smoked either.
No, so she doesn't like
if
my
I
smoked mozzarella.
No, sorry, no. But if I go to Five Guys, then I'll get myself the burger, but I will have like cheese. I'll have literally everything in there. I even have jalapenos in it, and then
Also,
sauce and all sorts. Yeah.
Also, people saying ketchup doesn't belong on burgers. It's gross. Okay, so you don't eat tomato on burgers?
I
Because
don't like my
it's just
tomatoes. I
slightly
hate
more
tomatoes.
concentrated tomatoes. So then it's like basically the same thing.
Okay, I have no problem if someone says they don't want ketchup on the burger. That's fine.
Yeah, they don't have to. I'm not
You
like
don't
a
have to.
burger elitist.
You
I just
have
don't
to,
understand the
or else.
mentality.
You guys, you're here. We need a. Let's simmer it down, okay? A little too much testosterone out there. But the main question is what is it that happens when the cheese hits the meat that suddenly the ketchup that prior to this, oh, what a delight, Blab says, has now become, get that burger the fuck away from me. Please explain that.
Yeah.
So I just don't like the ketchup with the cheese, really. I'm honestly not a big condiment person, to be completely honest with you. Like, I can just eat French fries by themselves.
Okay,
Totally
Blab,
fine.
so how much to get you to just have, like, 3 burgers on a plate? Just the burgers with, like, double cheese and then just ketchup on them.
3 burgers?
Yeah,
You
so
guys
we can
do
see you
that?
in hell.
I can barely even eat one. What are we doing? I'm gonna die.
Okay, then the one.
One burger.
Like half a burger.
One bite.
Burger.
You guys can do that? I don't know, like I would try it, but for me personally, no, I don't particularly like the ketchup on the cheeseburger. It's fine, like next to it, you want to dip your French fries in it or something like that. That's fine, but no, not actually with my cheese.
All
I'll
right.
do like pickles or like French fries in my cheeseburger and stuff like that. Or I don't like tomatoes, maybe just a little bit of lettuce in there, and that's it too. Yeah.
And you're definitely not autistic.
She was excited to talk about the dinosaurs.
You notice there's no
promise I'm
response
not.
to that one, by the way.
I mean, seems a little sus.
So, number 2.
So actually, number 1 because
number
the
one,
Colby
right.
Jack cheese was number 2. I feel like you guys will probably guess this one. Number 1 is Parmigiano Reggiano, the big blocks that you can buy at Costco, or the big chunk of wheel that you can buy from Italy. In fact, I actually have a whole bunch of cheese that was Parmigiano Reggiano posted on my Twitter yesterday. If anyone saw the giant ass blocks of cheese, did anyone see my cheese? Oh, here
We
it
did,
is. I'm
yeah.
gonna share it. It's beautiful. Look at this, guys. Look at this. 1 block. 2. Look how much cheese that is. So Parmigiano Reggiano is my absolute favorite.
You
can
just
put
like
it-
saying that.
Besides-
Parmigiano Reggiano.
Parmigiano Reggiano. E così buono, ragazzi. Così. Anyway, so listen, you can put it on
Pigato
pizza.
rojo.
You can put it on like everything. Crackers, soup, pasta.
I put some in
Everything.
some. I put some of that in polenta the other day.
Yes, you can do that too. My mom makes really good polenta. So yeah, you can put it with like literally everything. You can't go wrong. And benefits for some people who have like a little bit of like lactose intolerance with cheese. For the most part, you should be fine with this unless like you're incredibly sensitive or whatever it is. But most people are usually okay with Parmigiano Reggiano. So it's a bit of a win for the people who can't have the dairy. Ta-da!
Is there a cheese? I mean, I think we need to keep spending time on this. I'm sure the audience is riveted on the edge of their seat. Labs, I want to know, is there a cheese that you will not have? Like you just like, that's gross, don't like it. Like,
No,
like
honestly,
cheese whiz.
I've tried, like, I'll try every kind of cheese, even if I'm, like, not my favorite or whatever. Like,
Blue
I would
cheese?
say, huh?
Blue cheese?
Yeah, I don't mind blue cheese at all, actually. I just don't really eat it. Like, it's just not something I, ever buy or consume already, but I don't mind it. Like, if it's there, I'll eat it. So, yeah, it's just not something very popular for me. But yeah, I really like cheese. So, I don't
Okay.
know. The end.
Well,
That was
congratulations.
very
What a help.
educational.
It was.
Honestly, I
list.
learned stuff. I was like, whoa, what? That's a cheese?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. I
Kay,
got.
is your favorite cheese whiz? Would that be your favorite
Yeah,
cheese?
of course. Just
That's
gonna
what I
shake
thought.
her up
With
right
Ritz
there,
crackers.
get in.
Like
Apple
movie
with
theater
cheddar.
cheese. Yeah.
Apple with cheddar is actually my favorite cheese.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I've
It's
never
a
even had
good
that. Sounds
one.
lovely.
is very good. Put that on a burger, and I will put ketchup on it. I'm not afraid.
Had a girl.
I'm not afraid of ketchup. It's not like I have nightmares of a ketchup bottle just chasing me, you know?
Now, I would just like to
An
say,
animated ketchup bottle with arms and
Yo,
legs.
DB Wild, where you at? I need
Five
some
Nights at
animation.
Freddy's style.
with the googly eyes going woo.
Blabs, real quick, I will notice on the run sheet, we now are going to move to the meat, hard news. You notice that hard news came at this point, which is where I thought, but you put it at the very top of it, of the list.
I thought you were making a pun. I was like, the
No.
cheese, the meat. Where's
Mhm.
the
No.
ketchup?
We always get into hard news at the very beginning when we start talking about the news, Phoenix. I know you've only been on here for about a year, but sometimes
says
you should
warm
learn.
up,
The meat is
and
like
then
the
it's
meat of
list.
the conversation.
No, it's because, like the hard news, the meat is like the actual, like, most of the times those are going to be like videos or long form clips and whatnot.
You can't
and
just
the other ones are
ram
quick
into
hits.
it.
You get
You gotta-
warm up.
Lied. You don't.
Right. That's why we don't usually hit the.
Yes,
you don't
we do.
usually hit the hard news. Well, he did, but we had always decided hard news comes later. So
Oh, that's because I was doing the flaccid news, but I decided not to do flaccid news today because we don't have an asset for flaccid news, even though I've been wanting to do that for like 2 years now. Oops.
Well, speaking of flaccid, can we talk a little bit about Hasan?
Yeah,
How's that?
Yeah. Speaking of the
Thank you.
flacids.
Guys,
All right,
yeah.
so real fast. Hasan Piker, the communist influencer known for campaigning with Democrats and once urging his followers to kill capitalists, is facing backlash after being spotted flying first class from Michigan to California with his assistant. And I gotta be honest, this is the first time I'm seeing his assistant. He looks exactly how you pictured him to look, to be completely honest.
I thought it was him for a second.
He looks
It was
like the
very
brother
similar.
from Hereditary.
He
Yes.
looks like he would drink a soy milk latte.
Yeah.
But good call, Var. That's exactly who it looks like.
Yeah.
What does he look like?
And the actor from Hereditary.
Oh, I've not seen it, but he kind of looks like Benny Blanco, like Selena Gomez's husband.
Yeah.
Assistant, like a little bit. I'm like, wait a minute, that's the same guy. So
I
I,
like
thought
that
that
he's-
was pretty ironic.
He's
there.
wearing an anti-billionaire socialist club. Is that what
Yes,
it is?
Yeah.
he is.
Fuck the rich, even though I'm rich and I'm
Exactly.
gonna use my wealth. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Salty Cracker points out they're wearing the Eat the Rich merch in first class, wildly out of touch, and it's true.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah, but
Animal
what would-
Farm, isn't it? Like some people are more equal than others. It's ridiculous, though. He's a hypocrite, isn't he?
Well,
It's
yeah,
like,
what
do
would
as
you-
I say, not as I do.
Well, right, but what would you expect from the commie cuck himself? Like, he's just a terrible person all around who is a massive hypocrite.
Pretty much. And,
Gonna say
here's what
very
I've been.
short
Here's
consent.
my conspiracy theory. I've been saying this forever. I actually think this is all a grift. I think this is all. I think he's a capitalist, and I think he found, just like before, where he was a dude bro, where he was like selling dating tips to guys. I think he just found his new grift, and the way he acts to me is a capitalist, like super annoying kind of capitalist. Does anyone believe that? Like, or do you really think he's a socialist that's just clueless as to his own actions?
Oh, no, of course not.
Okay.
This is all intentional. He knows what he's doing. He knows the type of person he is. He knows the wealth and sort of the influence that he has now, and he's just going to use it in order to line his pockets even further.
Mm-hmm. And it's amazing that the audience never picks up on this.
I think some people pick up on it, but the problem is that they generally agree with his stance. And so they feel like, well, even though I don't agree with some of what he says, or I don't agree that like it's fair what he's doing because he is a hypocrite, but they're going to follow him because they're so brainwashed because, well, the left is just a cult now. And of course, we know that, you know, collectivism is definitely what wins out in these spheres now. You are either in the group or you're out of the group, and they'd rather put up with his shit and be in than out. He says he's a capitalist, but really he's just a Marxist.
I think, to be honest with you, probably some of the reason he gets a pass on it is because he's good looking. I literally think that's it. Because, like, for example, Pirate Software lost 90% of his viewership when people suddenly got sick of his shit. And then someone like Hasan Piker just keeps fucking up and keeps fucking up and shocking dogs and keeps fucking up and keeps fucking up and abusing animals and sorry. But he doesn't lose his audience. And what's the difference? One of them's really good looking and one of them's not.
Is a large portion of Hasan's audience female? Do we know?
I don't know.
That's a good
I have no
question.
idea. But you don't have
I
to
would
be
imagine it.
female to find a bloke good looking.
You don't have to tell
I'm
me
not
twice,
sure
sister.
if he's ever said what his like audience breakdown is.
I wouldn't be
No.
surprised.
It just says
I mean,
that
like-
it's among younger audiences ages 16 to 25 as of September 2025.
This is grain of salt. Googling, I see 62% male, 28% female, based on community polls.
What do you think it would take? Does anyone when you have someone like this? Like, what would it take for the audience to actually wake up? What is something that he would have to do? I mean, because he has proven time and time again, that he's a hypocrite. Audience doesn't pick up on it. Maybe he sees some fluctuation, but overall, that audience is still there and in some cases growing. What would a guy like this have to do to start losing them?
He'd probably have to back a Republican. That's probably it.
Right.
It would probably take someone like that to back someone from like the wrong pool of people, or exhibit something a bit stronger than wrong thing. Because the thing is, his audience will just keep coming back to him, and they won't care about this. Like,
yeah, he shocked a dog. Like, they don't care.
That's what I was going to say. I'm surprised that when he shocked his dog, like that wasn't the thing that made him lose audience members. So I thought that would be the breaking point.
And you know, the most disgusting thing is, like, generally I'd say, oh, if he was the direct reason somebody died, but a lot of those people would cheer. And that's the worst part about it, is a lot of them would just continue to idolize him further because they would feel like his activism is actually working. And that's what they believe in. They want their, you know, political opponents to be dead. I think that to lose his audience, really, it would just have him... It would have to be him taking a hard right stance and doing a complete 180 politically, but, you know, he would never do that.
Okay, so if he had done anything showing any kind of financial wealth beyond what he's already done, like that obviously wouldn't do anything. He would have to actually take the opposing political side of some sort to then.
Yeah, okay. I think that he could flaunt all of his wealth and buy something for hundreds of millions of dollars, let's say, if he had it, and it wouldn't matter.
Right. Okay. Well, we all hate Hasan, but he is incredible to always rely on for good news. So good on him. Keep on trucking, Hasan.
Old reliable.
Yeah, old reliable.
Let me hit up some supers real fast before we move on to the next topic.
Hey, Blabs, can we hit up some supers now?
Thanks, Phoenix.
A
gag for 5 says, for the controller, because it can be used on the PC as well as console. Ladies, y'all look lovely. Phoenix, sorry about the micro peen.
But M&K can be used on console as well. Like, a mouse and keyboard can be used on the Xbox and the PlayStation.
That's true.
Xbox Series XS and PS5. So, like...
and in the olden days, I think you could get a... Can you get a keyboard for the Dreamcast? Or am I imagining that?
Yes, you could.
Didn't the 360 have a plug-in keyboard on to chat? I think too. That was pretty neat, right?
The chat pad.
Yeah, and even look at what Nintendo's doing with the Switch 2. You have the mouse now.
Yep. Yeah. I think that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know what I've done with it, but I've actually got a keyboard for the Nintendo DS. A Pokemon keyboard.
Ooh.
Learn to type with Pikachu.
Play Golden Sun for 2 says, this segment is so cheesy. Time to cheese it.
I agree with your name. Play Golden Sun. It's incredible.
The Wastelander for 5 says, seriously, who the fuck steals a truckload of Kit Kats? Idiotas. Now a truckload of Snickers, on the other hand.
For me, it would be Twix.
I love Twix.
Twix are my number one.
You know what, though? Mars Bar are very similar, I find, to Twix, too. So I would have to say Mars Bar. In the UK.
As much as I didn't steal the Kit Kats, but
she did.
I'd also not steal a truckload of Galaxy chocolate.
Honestly, I'd steal a truckload of really any kind of chocolate. Like, if I'm in for crime, I'm going to do it for any kind of chocolate.
Wow, okay. Get
so
that security up, fellas.
What were you doing in Europe like, a couple of weeks ago, Vara? Were you out there stealing a truckload of 12 tons of Kit Kat?
I mean, I'm not going to comment on it, but just know for Christmas, everybody's going to be getting a package filled with Kit Kats.
Pay let's go.
Thank you.
Suffers a Rap for $1 says, hey, lady decade, in the UK, why do your biscuits look like cookies? Hello, Emmy, and happy birthday, Phoenix. Hi. So why do your biscuits look like cookies?
That's because America
sounds oddly
is using
sexual,
the incorrect language again, because all across Europe, biscuits are biscuits. And cookies are a separate type of biscuit.
Subcategory, you'll say?
A subcategory of biscuits. You can get Maryland cookies.
You know what I would love next time you're on, and we'll talk about this later, Decade. I would love your top 5 cookies.
Okay.
Okay, we'll talk later.
I can do that now if you want.
Right now? Well, no, we don't have time today, but next time.
Well, maybe towards the end of the show.
Yeah,
maybe,
if we have time.
If we have some time.
At the end. We'll
love to
play
hear
all the
that.
5s and 4s and 3s and 2s and 1s.
I like that you were ready for this, though, Decade. You were ready.
yeah.
Like, you
It's
just
like, I'm
pull
ready
out
to
a
go.
back pocket. Right, here we go.
I love that. She's
did
like
that yesterday.
prepared.
Yeah.
For
Locked in.
fun, she made a top 5 list just for funsies.
Yeah.
Someone's going to ask me this
Biscuit
sometime.
Hyenafer for $9.99 says the true test of fries and burgers are whether or not you need condiments. If a burger or fries are seasoned well, you don't need ketchup or mayo or mustard to improve taste.
Agreed.
That's fair.
I like that. Yeah, I like
Also,
that. though.
B-Bird, I see your comment. Makes me laugh. Thank you. Das Booch for 20 says, keyboard and mouse, hands down. It is physically, literally more precise to use a mouse. This is all start with kids thinking GoldenEye was a real FPS, and we're still suffering for it. They all belong in camps.
Wow.
Brother.
We
Yikes.
rounded up the
20 for
GoldenEye
keyboard.
players. I'm jumping in.
I know how to play GoldenEye.
You do.
Oh yeah, you do. Yes.
Started spinning. That's a good trick, and then it worked. BC Wolf for 25 says, now I have to know if Blabs knows about the underground cheese bunkers. Real story, 1.5 billion pounds in bunkers around the country. Keyboard and mouse for 25. I actually do know about it because Kirsha told us about a year and a half, 2 years ago about the cheese. So yes, thanks to Kirsha, I do know. Nathan for $4.99 says, so my local pub does a unique burger, Swiss cheese and mushrooms, delicious combination. Hashtag mouse and keyboard for $4.99. Gotta
That
wonder
does
what kind of
sound nice.
mushrooms that is.
I don't know mushrooms, bro. Like, what do you mean?
I really like porcini mushrooms. Those are the best kind, though.
I didn't even know there was like a
Sure.
billion different mushrooms. I just eat
Yeah.
the mushrooms.
There's tons of mushrooms out there. Porcini mushrooms are the best. If you make it like nice risotto con un po' di porcini, and then you do my number one, which is Parmigiano Reggiano, it's so good. Anyway.
Am I Is that English? I don't know what's going on.
Just go with a K.
It was beautiful. Please, I love it when you do that. Actually,
I'm gonna keep going. Ben the Guy Pretends says, with all this cheese talk, he also played a clip from the Goofy movie where Pauly Shore makes the Leaning Tower of Cheese them. Hashtag more for the controller. That's 10 for the
Yeah, and
controller.
that slice of pizza is insane in the Goofy movie.
I feel like I'll get hit if I play that, so
it's
it's in our heads, but thank you. Tamamo for 10 says, best cheese is halloumi. You barbecue it and it's amazing. Cheese, so OP, it doesn't melt.
Yeah, you like smoke it. It's pretty good.
I feel like
Oh,
I
is
had
it-
it. But
Put it
maybe
on
That's a
like
real
crackers.
cheese.
Yeah.
I was
In
convinced
Greece,
he
they
just made
grill
it
it
up.
and then put honey on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like hot honey. Whew.
Interesting.
That is so good.
Where was that on your list, Blabs?
it was number 6.
You had to put goat cheese instead.
The Wasteland for 5 says, down with the rich, as he types it on his $1,000 phone, drinking his $50 drink, wearing his 1,200 glasses, and flying first class. Yeah, no, great points there. Thank you for that.
You just know that the air hostesses were looking at him, serving him his drinks and thinking, what a dick in that hat.
Yeah.
It's like that line from A League of Their Own. Has anyone ever told you look like a penis with a hat on? Yeah.
All
Anyway.
the time.
Zodlander for 50 sec says, how can you guys have so many wonderful women at the same time on the panel, Phoenix? Hi, ladies. How y'all doing?
I'm a lucky boy. Yeah, no,
Hi.
this is wonderful. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Marlon for 10 says, the audience is commies and they're either all gay and retarded, trans, or a mixture of the two. Nothing will wake his retarded base up. It's
Yeah,
true.
that's a good
Yeah.
point.
If the dog can't do it, nothing can.
Yeah.
Zod also says FPS and TPS for me equal mouse and keyboard every time. And hang
Yeah.
on, how much is that? Sec 20 to USD? That is $2.16 for the Swedish krona. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And then Mr. 1000, that is an interesting avatar, sir, says, it's really contextual to the game, but I'm more acclimated to the mouse and keyboard. Also, the only mushroom I like are the kind that let me speak with the elder things.
I forgot about that kind of mushroom.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's a different one.
Yeah, so I was like, what kind of mushrooms you put on your burger? That's why I was asking, like, you getting high or what?
Sounds
Anyway,
absolutely magical.
All right, we are all caught up for now. So now this is the part where I let Vara lead about the YouTube/Google hack exposure. What, Hang on, what's the matter, Phoenix? What happened?
Because I wanted to read the thing. Can I read the thing?
You want to read? Okay,
Yeah.
I was going to
Yeah.
make Vara read it, but
No.
No,
I
it's
wanted to read the
fine.
topic. I wanted to say it's time for Farah on YouTube hacking. Take it away, Blabs. I did it.
All right.
Perfect.
Thank you, Vera.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
So obviously, we have heard about a lot of hacking situations when it comes to platforms like YouTube over the years, and it seems that it's getting significantly worse. At least I personally have heard of a lot more situations like this happening over the past like 6 to 8 months. And there is another individual, a person who creates VTuber avatars, an artist who has posted about this, named Eager Passion or Sayuri Artsy. And basically, their Gmail and YouTube channel were phished/hacked, and they are being threatened. They are being told, if you don't give us X amount of money, we're going to not give you your channel back, things like that. And the hackers stole their YouTube channel and their email account. They created a new YouTube account. They even added the Google Family Link parental controls to bypass 2FA. So it's just another unfortunate situation where a creator has been screwed over and their account has been stolen. And I do think it is very important to remind people that you need to protect your accounts. You need to not click on suspicious links. And it's just really unfortunate overall.
I'm actually surprised. I don't know if this exists, ladies. Maybe you can tell me. I'm always surprised that these platforms have not created some kind of like break in case of emergency feature where you have a separate password or some kind of something to prove where you can instantly gain
like a
access.
2FA?
Just something beyond that, like maybe it's like you make up your own password or something like that, because that's not something that you would be typically sharing. It's not something that you'd be typically entering where anyone would be able to capture that. And I'm surprised that no one has thought of
maybe like you
something
do like
that.
the
Yeah.
crypto thing. You have like 12.
Oh, yeah, like
words
an
or
actual
whatever,
sentence or
right?
Yep.
something like that.
That'd be
words.
So I think what maybe needs to happen on a platform like YouTube is for anybody who, isn't a part of the content creator sphere, when you create an AdSense account, they will send you in the mail a pin, and then that pin is like another step of account information. And I think what needs to happen for basically like YouTube accounts that have the AdSense set up, or like a linked YouTube account that maybe is past a certain threshold, there needs to be that pin that is usable when it comes to deleting an account or changing like serious account information or like turning 2FA off. You need to use that pin, and then that would protect people even further.
Yeah,
But there needs to be a
good
way,
idea.
if they
Sure.
do that, there needs to be a way to prevent hackers from changing addresses, etc.
Right.
Because, for example, you can go back into your AdSense and change your bank details and change your address.
Right.
So there'd have to be a way of doing that. So, for example, say I moved house and I forgot to change the address or something like that. That would be a big problem if I then got locked out of my account. If they were to post something out.
I also think that there needs to be more like customer service in YouTube instead of constantly just dealing with AI bots who won't even actually look at anything, or you can't talk to anyone. It's just so frustrating. It's like, let me talk to a real person, and you just can't, no matter what you do. If it's like a copyright thing, or like just you're locked out of your account because your password messed up or whatever it was, it's always a bot, and it's Google. Why are
And
there
it's
so
worse
many
now.
bots?
It's worse now
Right.
since they've had Google Gemini take over the
it's
day-to-day
awful.
running in February. It's just everything's just so strange now, like the way it's recording everything. And if they're expecting an AI bot to be able to solve a problem like this, and its version of solving the problem is to just close the case, it's just not acceptable. Like YouTube would be nothing without its users.
Yeah. Exactly.
Where could they go instead, though, Phoenix?
Well, I could always go to Rumble. That's for shit sure. But yeah, no. But I'm just very surprised that no one has thought of some kind of extra layer of being able to, of security, or to be able to jump into your account for these issues. I feel like that's something that they should look into, because I'm sure the amount of man hours and money that goes into trying to rectify these situations, and then the bad publicity when you have a big content creator who has been locked out, and then hearing constantly how YouTube or whatever platform is fucking up. Again, I'm surprised why they're not doing that. If anyone in the chat is an engineer or something like that and could tell us why that doesn't exist, because I'm sure someone has brought this up.
I have a feeling that a lot of these discussions happen, but really the only way you solve it is by having more real humans solving like these outlying cases. Because there's always going to be different vulnerabilities, many that we probably wouldn't even know about because we're not like in development, right? So there probably has been like thought about like, oh, you can do these different kinds of phrases or codes or whatever, just different 2FA. But then there's a vulnerability if somebody takes your phone, if your address changes, like there's probably so many pipelines to go down to. At the end of the day, you need like the human interaction. Like AI cannot figure out all these nuances, right?
They don't want to pay humans now. And so that's a major issue.
Yeah, exactly. It's like now everything is just a blanket kind of fix. It doesn't work because there's so many unique situations that can happen. So yeah, you just need more humans, but it's expensive for them. They don't want to spend the money. They want to get their margins. They want to make their money. And on Lady Decade's point, just about like the users creating the platform, I 100% agree. They should respect the users more, but in their mind, they're already making so much money. They're so successful that like, if a few cracked eggs are gone, well, we're still making our money,
Well,
so.
Actually, at the end of the day, this comes down to a form of consumer protection.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, going back onto that, like stop killing games. Sorry, I've made a video that's coming up in a few days, which is why I've got these particular topics in my brain at the moment. But look at the power that Stop Killing Games had by getting all of those signatures, the 1.3 million just within the EU, and how far it's going at the moment. Perhaps we need to be coming up with some kind of petition and some kind of movement to force Google to treat us better. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that's stopping them at the moment is the fact that who's challenging them on this? Who's challenging them to treat us better? Right. So maybe we need to figure out some kind of movement of our own to freaking fight them.
Stop abusing users, YouTube. That's what the initiative should be called.
But it keeps happening all the time. So perhaps you had the issue the other week where you got false flags on copyright. Yeah. Like,
and they still won't appeal me, even though like I removed everything they told me.
How many of us have received false flags? I don't know a single YouTuber who has not received a false flag at one point. And you don't get to speak to people.
Nope.
You just have to sit out the 90 days because you have no choice.
Yep.
And it's not fair. So there needs to be something done about this because that person's now being blackmailed and has lost potentially their livelihood. I don't know too much about this actual story, but it's deeply unfair. So yeah, maybe we need to ever stop killing our YouTube channels.
Yeah,
along with
especially
stop
with
killing
like
games.
Copyright stuff.
Like we need to be holding these massive corporations to account because they just go above the law.
Well, right. And it's like we've all been talking about it for months at this point, but age verification, them collecting our information, they claim that it is they claim that it won't be it won't be capped and they just want to verify it. But we know in some cases that's not the truth, and people will find a way to capture it, and it'll be a massive problem. These age verification laws are I suppose good, like in theory, to protect people, but at the same time we always know that with the claim of protection comes other issues, and it's going to create massive vulnerabilities.
Yeah, so think about like YouTube being hacked or something, right? And then all of our data is just stolen. A couple of weeks ago, Hasbro, you guys are all familiar with Hasbro, they were actually hacked and people's information were stolen. So it's like, oh, that's great. You don't think YouTube gets hacked? They just don't tell you about it.
And again, like I personally don't think like these age verification, like I don't personally think that it's good. I know some people say, well, they want to protect people. I don't believe that. They just want to collect as much information from us as possible. But it's like with Discord. Oh, we're just going through really quickly to verify who you are. But then they're actually, in some cases, like in the UK, they were sending it off to another company. And that's terrible.
You see, though, I know MatPat had started up that I can't think what the term is anymore. What's the term for the thing that MatPat set up with to go to Congress with the Republican person and the Democrat person, and they were fighting for YouTube.
It's been like advocacy, right?
Yeah. You see, something like that would work, except the problem with that is that YouTube was standing there with him, as was the person who's in charge of Patreon was there with him at these events. So we need something like this that doesn't actually involve those companies, because it defeats the point of getting better treatments for regular YouTubers if YouTube themselves are involved, because YouTube are going to be whispering in the ears to protect themselves. And it's just, if you think about how many YouTubers have had problems with the system. So again, this lady who's basically being blackmailed. There's too few of us at any one time. It would take like a whole movement to fight this sort of thing that I could really get caught up in. Carry on. I better stop talking.
Good. Just good to talk about. So.
But if someone wanted to start that up, I'd support it.
Why don't you do it, Decade?
I could. Vala, do it with me.
Count me in.
Okay, do something with
Europe
me.
and USA
All right,
together.
let's
Let's all do it.
Let's be like Ross
together.
Stotts. Let's change the world.
Yeah, we got Europe here, we got USA, we got Canada. Why don't we all just join up and be like, right, here we go, we're starting an initiative. And it's like that meme though in Finding Nemo. Like, they get out of the fish tank and now they're in a plastic bag and they're like, now what?
Yeah.
Anyway, let me hit up some supers real fast. Calico Jack for 5 says, mouse and keyboard is way more satisfying to use. Enough said. Is it? Is it though? Commodore fan for 2 says, I have to agree, when GoldenEye came out for the N64 was utter dog shit compared to 99% of PC FPS, and was made for people with the IQ of a crack whore living under a ditch in fuck GoldenEye.
Whoa!
For 2.
I was on the board at the beginning. Wow. I love GoldenEye, but I was like, okay, yeah, compared to other FPS at the time, I can concede that. Oof.
This sounds like someone who's salty that the Game Boy beat the PC. Clearly, still
salty about
crying.
that. Okay, don't even. I'm salty about the Game Boy getting as far as it did.
Poke out there for once.
I'm not. It deserves. The Game Boy deserves to get as far as it can. It deserves it.
Atta girl.
I don't want to rehash everything. It's just like.
And yet here we go. Let's do it, ladies.
You guys, did you that rematch Showdown?
Come on, Kay. We're the Asian Massive here. We should be teaming up together on stuff.
That's true. That's true.
Blabs, try the artisanal Kazumatsu cheese, only made on a small island in Italy. I won't, because that's the one that has all the bugs inside of it. No, thank you. Vara Dark, Hasan is a Fabian socialist, not a Marxist, which is even worse.
Yeah.
Marlon for 10 says, as an IT security guy of 20 years, there is no solution to this problem, and with AI now helping with hacks, it's only get worse and harder to prove digitally you are the person who owns the account.
Okay.
Oh, good. That's what we want to hear. Professor Plaguebat for 10 says, gonna throw a wrench into the showdown with the Japan-only Games Cube ASCII keyboard.
Yes.
ASCII.
ASCII keyboard controller made specifically for Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2. Google it. Mouse and keyboard all the way. That's
It's a beauty. I love that thing.
Reese for 2 says, perhaps Google could sell encrypted USB dongles that would serve as a user's override in case their account was compromised. 2 USB dongles when inserted simultaneously, and it moans when inserted. That's weird. Okay, bye.
You can actually get like passkey. I can't remember the name of it. YubiKey maybe, but you can get things that do that essentially and have like a different way of 2FA.
Marlon for 10 says, what Phoenix is talking about is a master thumbprint, and even with those users don't store them, lose them, or leak them, and they still get screwed over. Security is on the owner at the end of it.
Okay.
Tilted World for 10 says, digital ID is about verifying the users are real for the advertisers. It's never about protecting anyone. Idiot's Writer, great name for 10 says, props to Blabs for the League of Their Own reference. Haven't heard that one in a long time. This is for the controller. I love my Xbox 360 and it works amazing with my PC for Steam games. That's 10 for the controller. Thank you
I still
very
use
much.
360 controllers as well. They're
Hell yeah, dog.
perfect.
And Nightcall for 10 says, I used to think people were insane when they said they were better FPS games with keyboard and mouse. Now I think people who use controllers are Neanderthals. Keyboards 100%. That's keyboards for keyboards 100%, $10. Thank you very much. All right, we are caught up for now. So I'll let Phoenix segue.
Well, we're going to segue to this first. Let's see how the showdown is looking. We've got $111, so it is caught up as I said it would. $111.15 for the mouse and keyboard. Again, if you're just coming in, this is what is the best way to control your game versus $128 for literally any console controller. So it is a very, very tight race. Indeed. Okay, I'm going to press this button. I like to announce that I'm pressing things. So anyway, moving on. Speaking of moving on, let's talk about Doki Club being banned. I know that this is a hot button issue. We're very excited about this. Very hot button. There we go.
All right, so I just want to point out that this is the trailer. It's only 50 seconds, so we're going to watch it actually because this was like the release trailer.
I tweaked out at him not saying literature in that.
He says Doki Club.
Yeah. That really triggered me.
Me too.
Fire Phoenix.
I'm sorry. What did I say?
I love the music though. So has anyone here actually played Doki Doki Literature Club before? So Vara, for those of us who don't know what is this game?
So, Doki Doki Literature Club is like a parody and a subversion of visual novel dating simulators. It starts off as like a normal dating simulator with you like writing poetry to appeal to the girls you like the most. But the reason why it has been a target for censorship, Sony actually forced them to censor this game. There are certain storefronts that will not carry this game anymore, is because it plays out like a very normal dating sim until one of the girls hangs herself, and then you discover her body, and then basically the game sort of like resets and the character is missing as though they never existed, and then it's like suddenly there are signs of like extreme jealousness and possessiveness and self-harm and like stalker behavior. And so that is why this has been targeted so heavily over the past couple of years since it was released, which is just really unfortunate because it is a very interesting game. It is a very interesting experience, but it is also a game that unfortunately doesn't have an easy time on storefronts.
Decade K, have you guys played Doki Doki at all?
Yeah, and I love it, and I think Vera summarized it perfectly, and it's really frustrating to see that anything could happen to this game. But as you said, it struggled in, like, everyone gets wigged out by it because they just make assumptions about it, think it's like a Gooner game, whatever it might be. But realistically, I think it has really interesting dark themes. I mean, this is stuff that we can see in like Persona games and stuff like that as well. So I want more games like this, and it pisses me off that these games, these psychological horrors, end up getting targeted.
Right, exactly.
I've never played visual novel games. I've never really particularly appealed to me. I've got some, but I've never, like, I've got a Steins Gate game up there, which I think is a visual novel, but I've just never, they've never appealed to me. But that sounds really interesting, but that sounds like something that I'd want to watch.
Yeah, like, a lot of visual novels are pretty bland because there's so many, the market gets overflooded. But you get some really cool ones that kind of just subvert expectations, and those are the ones that you really want to play. And like, this is a great example of one. So I understand, yeah, visual novels can get really just, after a while, like, stop talking. Oh, wait, that's the whole point of this game. Never mind. Yeah. Continue.
So is everyone here familiar with the YouTuber Chibi Reviews?
Yes.
I've heard of that name. I can't.
So
I can't
he
think
It's a name
actually did
floating
a little
around.
bit of a breakdown for it, and I kind of wanted to watch a little segment of it. So we skip about into like a minute and 20 seconds in. I want you guys to hear what he has to say because I thought it was pretty interesting, especially for the whole censorship, like why should we care type of deal.
Problematic fiction, content that is of adult nature. Why are you defending it so adamantly, Chibi? This is the reason why. This is why I defend freedom of expression within art and stories, because it doesn't stop at the stuff you dislike. It continues to go. In fact, there is a post here that was made that honestly just really summarizes it perfectly with this screenshot. Defending the freedom of artistic expression includes defending all the disgusting art that you might find repulsive, by the way. And that is so true. And to keep it completely transparent, there's a lot of content that I personally dislike within art, but I will adamantly defend it until the day I die, because I believe in artistic freedom, and I believe that, you know, you should be able to draw and write whatever you want. And
So I really like what he had to say there because it's true. People don't really put this into perspective. Like, just because something is banned that you don't really care about it, wait until it gets to something that you actually care about. And I'm pretty sure Phoenix can really speak on that as an artist. I feel like he's probably the only artist really here.
I'm actually the greatest artist that's ever lived, Blabs. So
That's right.
you've got the best guy here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's the whole. That's why, and I don't want to go off on a tangent, but that's why I've been so annoyed and disappointed in artists in the past decade or so, in that they're actually going out of their way to actively silence art. The artists were like the foot soldiers to champion freedom of speech. That was the whole point. We were supposed to be here to challenge people's perceptions of things, the politics of the time, all that stuff. We're there to create questions for people to discuss and debate and things like that. And lately, you've just seen them going out of their way to silence everyone. So it's been kind of really, really disappointing to see.
Yeah, you know, on my it's okay. On my channel, you know, I've been covering censorship basically since the beginning because censorship is a very slippery slope, and that is the major issue. There's plenty of content out there that I personally don't like, games I personally want to play, but I never say that it shouldn't exist, because as long as something is properly rated and as long as something is legal, that is perfectly fine, and it deserves to exist, and people deserve to be able to create it. It's like Game of Thrones. I, of course, do not support incest, but it is a big plot point, and I also think that it is important that we defend, like, a Game of Thrones that is clearly very adult, because unfortunately now we see a lot of art being censored under the guise of protecting certain groups. Oh, children could see this. Well, it's a parent's job to make sure that the child doesn't see it, but that doesn't mean that adults shouldn't be able to see this content, or that this content shouldn't exist simply because somebody else might see it. And so, yeah, there does come a point where you have to say to yourself, you know, am I actually for freedom of expression? And, you know, I personally am, so I'm going to defend the content that I even personally like wouldn't consume or don't like a lot. But I've been covering censorship for years, and, you know, even Doki, I covered that several years ago when PlayStation and Sony was giving them hell and really fighting back against that content. The developers had to take it off of storefronts, and they were afraid that they were going to have to alter it. And it's just heartbreaking to see people be forced sort of into a box. Oh, well, this type of theme or this type of dialogue or this type of character, well, that's too inappropriate. That crosses this invisible line to these platform holders, and that's just unacceptable.
You see, I think I 99.99% agree with you on that, Vara. Basically, like you say, if it's legal, fine. If it's been categorized as for age of consumption, that's fine. But there are certain instances where I think people should be able to do whatever the hell they like within their own four walls, within reason. But then, like, for example, I did a video about Pragmata the other day with the Rule 34 stuff that we was talking about earlier. And for example, that sort of thing, they've posted images of a child and then come up with all sorts of reasons to defend that, which is fair enough. Okay, fair enough if you want to defend it, but, like, first of all, it was about a child. It was sexualizing a child. And for me, I'm like, okay, if you want to draw that picture, draw that picture. Don't post it on the internet for all and sundry to see it in a place where anyone of any age can get to it. So on the whole, I really, really do believe in freedom of expression for art. But I do think that there are some universally agreed with stances that people don't want or need to see. And the stuff that I covered in my Pragmata video, I don't think that needed to be posted on the internet where it can really affect someone. And it's encouraging behaviors that universally people don't want. Like universally, people don't want to see that kind of imagery about little children. And then people don't really want to be listening to people agreeing that it's been made and using freedom of expression as the excuse for it. So I think there's nothing in that Doki Doki Literature Club breakdown that you gave that's making me think, oh well, yeah, I agree with Sony. Sony keep censoring stuff that they don't need to censor, like having little glimpses of parts of a woman's anatomy and so on and so forth. When they keep being like, okay, well, it's okay for The Witcher 3 to have full-on boobs out and full-on sex scenes, but it's not okay for this Japanese game to be showing a little bit up a skirt that wasn't even showing anything that bad. But that'll get censored. It's just, I feel like there's no consistency across the board. And I think people use freedom of expression for the arts as an excuse for things that are universally reviled to be given a pass. If that makes sense, what I just said.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're talking about consistency, and this is a major problem because the employees who are going through the content don't have specific guidelines. And I've talked about this so much, but basically Steam will one day, you'll have employee A who will look over a game, but then they will ban it or they'll force the developers to change it. But then the next day, employee B might actually say, no, this content's perfectly fine. It's why platforms like Steam are such a discombobulated mess, because they have hentai, they have basically pornography games, but then, oh, Japanese ladies, well, that's too inappropriate. Oh, these dark adult themes, it's too inappropriate. And we see this happen a lot now. You will have games like Stellar Blade that are censored. Oh, no, we can't have the panty shots. Oh, no. We can't have these Senran Kagura ladies in their bikinis, and we need the, black fabric of death to be added. Oh, but then it's fine when Abby is getting rammed from behind because, well, Sony's studio made that. And so there's a lot of inconsistency because these companies don't really care. And that's the unfortunate part about it. We might support freedom of expression. They don't, though. No, like you say, they're supporting their pockets. Like Sony will allow something to go through on one of their own produced games, like on their first party titles. But because they don't own, for example, Konami or Square Enix, for example, then they'll put all of these rules and barriers up. And it's a double standard. There's a huge double standard. I just feel that anything that is basically east of Europe just gets really, really scrutinized to a much finer minutia than it would if it was European and much more westward. Because, like you say, like stuff in like The Last of Us 2, like having quite, and I'm now coming back to it again, but The Witcher 3 has some fabulous sex scenes in it. Yeah, but the reason lovely why elf ladies with everything out.
Yeah, but the reason why they allow that is because ultimately you are correct. They're trying to line their pockets and it makes them money. So they're not going to ban a Witcher 3 when a Witcher 3 or Witcher 4 or whatever Witcher game is going to make them potentially hundreds of millions of dollars. But they're willing to ban a Japanese visual novel because, well, this could damage our brand image and it's only going to make us ultimately a few bucks, they view it as, because if you're not making them a lot of money, then they will push you to the side and they'll of course really not focus on you and try to protect you as a creator. And, we see it all the time. Oh, we see attractive women being censored. We see adult content being censored, but they also don't ban stuff like gay content because, well, it helps promote the message. And so, hey, I mean, if it's Western and it's gay, then it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Too many double standards.
Oh, yeah.
Well, speaking of censorship, real fast, I know, Lady Decade, you want to talk about the lovely mayor of London. So real fast, in a couple of sentences, really, what's going on in your part of the world?
Basically, he's approached the social media companies, basically saying that there's too much disinformation going on there about London. And he's saying that there's too many fearmongers and so on and so forth. Do you want me to read the article? I don't mind reading it
it's a
out.
pretty long one, to be honest.
It is a bit of a long one, yeah.
Yeah,
essentially, what it is he is obviously trying to improve the image of London so that he can get more tourists there or whatever. So he's been previously noted as saying that London is one of the safest cities on the planet. And it's bollocks. And people, because they've got their own social media accounts, can talk about their real experiences of London. London is dangerous. London's dangerous, full stop. We've got a massive problem with knife crime. We've got a massive problem with gangs. Like, if you walk down the wrong road, you're fucked. And you can't even walk around like the West End and just have your bag on your side, because your bag will get stolen or you'll get pickpocketed. And there's just it's ridiculous. But I just feel like what Sadiq Khan is actually asking for is he wants censorship laws put in, more censorship, so that people can't say the wrong things. Because at the moment, obviously, we've managed to get through that one religion over the others is now protected and must not say the wrong thing about a certain religion. And now he's trying to make it so that the social media companies have to, so like it says here, I don't know if this is the best quote to use, the same people attacking the Capitol, it's just above that sign up to first edition bit, the same people attacking the capital have already started targeting other cities around the world. And in a few years' time, I think we'll look back on London as the canary in the coal mine. But I hope we'll also see it as a place where the fight back began. So basically, he doesn't want people knowing. He doesn't want people knowing that there's problems in London. He wants to gag it. So here's me saying right now to the audience, London is a shithole. London is dangerous. London is not safe. Now, my husband grew up in London, in Borough 2. He grew up in Lewisham, which if you Google Lewisham, you'll see all sorts of problems there. He grew up there and got mugged before the age of 17 years old. He moved away from London when he was 16. So by the time he was 16 years old, he was mugged 5 times. Now, all I'm going to say is the people doing the mugging, it all boils down to multiculturalism not working. Because different cultures, and and I'm going to say this again because people apply a lot of critical race theory to England, and it doesn't apply to England. We don't have a race problem in England. We have a class problem in England. We have a culture clash in England. When you mix incompatible cultures, there are issues. It doesn't work. We shouldn't be focusing so heavily on multiculturalism in this country. We need to focus on pluralism. My granddad came here and he fit in. He didn't go around protesting or demanding that the law be changed so that everyone can start, I don't know, celebrating Diwali and everyone must have Ganesh in your house. Like, he didn't do anything like that. He came in, he fit in, he kept his culture at home. And then that was that. because that's what he had to do. And a lot of the families who came over in Windrush, so after the Second World War, when we needed more people, so we had lots of people come into the country. All of that generation of people who came here were pluralists. Guess what they did? They fit in. They fit in. So you could go in like the 1980s and 1990s and the early 2000s, and you'd see a group of men sat in pubs around London, and guaranteed several of the people in that group would be Jamaican people who just sat there because they're just your friends, they're just your mates, they're your next door neighbour. And and Sadiq Khan, rather than addressing the issues in London and trying to fight these problems and trying to get more people blending together and coming together culturally, no, sweep over that and go to the social media companies and try and gag us some more. I'm so sick of it. I want out. I want out. I don't want to be here.
I've always this is something I'm always am surprised that people don't get. Like, it's not race, it's culture, right? So like if you have a big party going on and I come to your party, I don't care what the races are, but like the party is about enjoying beer and pizza. Let's keep it simple. And I come in now. Most people, when you go to that party, you try to fit in. You don't have to have the pizza. You don't have to have the beer. But what you don't do is knock the beer and pizza out of everyone's hands and saying, well, I don't like any of this, and start putting in falafels or whatever the fuck you want into their hands and change everything about it. And that's what you're seeing with this new wave, is people just coming in, refusing to take part in the party culture in this example, or they just get together their own clique and then like wallflower it and just make their own little party inside your party. But there's no assimilation. There's no attempt to respect the culture that exists there. It seems almost as though it is the eradication of culture that's been laid out.
Right. It's
and
like cultural violence.
Bingo. Yeah, exactly. And that's what shocks me. They make it about race, but no. This is, I don't care what race, color, religion comes into your party, as long as they're having beer and pizza with you, whatever, you can agree and disagree on all sorts of things, but you're fitting into that party, Godspeed. It's those that are trying to destroy that and not respect the area that they just entered into. That's disgusting.
People go to a place and they don't want to be part of the general culture. They want to change it. Exactly. And that is such a major issue.
You see, the example that I've got is, obviously, I know how I was raised in my family. I know how I was brought up, and different cultures and different religions. I've got half a Christian family, half a Hindu family. But the Hindu family don't sit there and force everything on everyone else. They just get on with it. Like, I'm not saying that places of worship shouldn't be available to people. I haven't got a problem if I see a synagogue. I haven't got a problem if I see a mosque. I haven't got a problem if I see a temple. I haven't got a problem if I see a church. I don't have a problem with any of that, because then you're going to a designated spot. What I do have a problem with is people congregating on national landmarks and doing mass prayer, because that to me is exerting dominance. That is a religion going out and exerting dominance over the land around it, especially if it's a religion that hasn't originated within the country. But to be honest with you, I'd even be pissed off if it was Christian people going out and doing mass prayers in public. I don't agree with it. I think people should be able to do whatever the hell they like within their own four walls. Get on with it. That's your space. You're the king of your castle. But if you're making incursions into your surroundings and affecting other people, you shouldn't be doing it. And people like Sadiq Khan should be addressing these problems. He should be trying to work with communities to become more pluralistic and stop being so insular, and start getting people to integrate better and adopt what should be the dominant culture within London, which should be British. It should be a British culture that's dominant in London, but it's not. And what you have is when you have multiculturalism doesn't work because it has to be a dominant culture, and everyone wants their culture to be the dominant one, and that's why it doesn't work. So you go to other countries, so for example France, have, like, for example, they've banned the burqa. So that is the culture saying this is where we draw the line. But this country won't do it. This country won't do it. And I'm raising 2 little boys who have, despite their Asian heritage, because apparently it washes out. I've got one blonde child and one child with light brown hair, and both my boys have ended up somehow with green eyes, which makes them white boys, and I am worried about their future in this country. Like, aside from the cost of living crisis we've got going on up in this country, aside from that, I am worried about the way that our government is prioritising everybody except for working class people and except for basically white people or indigenous people to this country who are the white English. It's just ridiculous. I just should stop moaning about this, because I feel like I come on this stream and every single time I lower the tone with politics.
Don't worry, I have something queued up ready to go if you're wrapping up on that.
We can open this marathon box.
Yeah, we have
something.
that in a little bit. But first off, DB Wild actually did make the meme of me running away from a ketchup. So,
that's cute.
I'm absolutely terrified, apparently. So thank you, DB Wild, for making that on such a quick minute. And let me get to some super chats
Again,
really fast.
though, I do need to say that this is what makes it so weird. It's not the ketchup. Loves the ketchup. It's if it's applied with cheese. That's the problem.
You leave my cheeseburgers alone, mister.
I'm not saying it. I'm not. I'm just merely trying to understand
Do we have to
it.
have an HR meeting later, Phoenix?
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, at Video Gamer for $2.50 says, personally, I think we need a law requiring businesses to always allow customers to be able to reach a human for support. Automated systems are only useful for common scenarios and useless otherwise. $2.50 for controller. Zod says, I played Overwatch with Xbox controller. Never again. So that's keyboard. And what the hell is that again? Sick?
Oh my god. So
20?
like playing
that is $2.16.
Bastion with a mouse is like life-changing in comparison to a controller. So yeah, it's Overwatch with controller, no.
Hasan Avocado King for Australian too says $2 reduce for the joystick. Keyboard and mouse is fine too, but he's going for the joystick. Salty Bum, that's unfortunate. If people are up in arms about DDLC, they shouldn't play School Days ever.
Oh my god, I love School Days. Oh, it's so good. You guys need to check out School Days.
And he also says, add these to the keyboard. That's 2 for the keyboard. Why did he just have it before? I think it was another 2, wasn't it? So that's 4 for the keyboard.
Okay.
Shitty Duelist for $4.99 says, hey, Kay, did you see that Konami's collaborating with Yu-Gi-Oh! With a body wash? Controllers all the way.
What? I need to buy this. Oh my god.
By the way, I had this in the run sheet, but I knew we wouldn't have time, so maybe we'll get to this at the end. But remind me, I have a body wash thing about Yoshi that you guys might want to see.
I saw that.
That's terrifying. So Zod for Sec50 says, as a person who has gone through self-harm myself, I would like it if the game industry is careful with this topic. Just don't make it romantic. B. Barrett, Vara, what's your opinion on mods that cover up nudity or remove swear words?
I think they're perfectly fine because they're mods and you're putting them on your game yourself. And if you personally don't want to deal with swears or nudity, alter your game. That's perfectly fine. Just like I would argue it's perfectly fine to add more nudity and more swears if that's what you like.
Mercenary for one says, well, I am working again. All the tubes are no longer in me right now because of disease. So what fresh hell are we dealing with right now? I don't know how to respond.
Congrats,
to that,
by the way.
Yeah, hooray for having
that's
tubes.
awesome,
but this
man.
is the same man who was giving me updates about the hole in his leg for like 6 months. So I'm kind of wondering. Anyway, Squatchhammer for 10 says, while I prefer the Duke for my controller, I'd rather place my money on the Snake Plissken of controllers. Mouse and keyboard. Nobody except Snake Plissken crosses the Duke. I don't know what I just read, but thank you. Anyway.
I mean, that's like Escape from LA, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, okay, real fast before we get into Marathon.
Well, actually,
Bungie.
do you mind if I give an update? Because it just got really
yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Okay, let me. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This just got really close. Within about $10, $127.31 for mouse and keyboard as your preferred way to, well, actually, the only way to play video games, versus $137.49 for literally any console or controller. For your game. So it is now within $10. Wow.
Well, actually, we just got this one. Chrono sold for 10. The only way to defeat bad info is with good info. If you have to censor your opponent, you're the one with the bad info. Mouse and keyboard. That's 10 for mouse and keyboard.
Wow, it's like a 20-cent difference or so now.
That's crazy. All right, so real fast, guys, because this is very much a quick hit. Is anyone here a big Metal Gear Solid fan?
I like Metal Gear.
Well, maybe you'll like the news that there's going to be a movie with Sony.
I still don't think so. This thing's been in development for
forever.
a decade now.
Yeah,
Wasn't
now they
Oscar
have
Isaac going to be in it like
They
100
have two
years ago?
directors
Yeah.
attached. Zach Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein. And this is from April 9th. So yesterday this was announced that they're going to be working on a Metal Gear Solid movie with those two directors. Yay! Is anybody excited?
I don't think it's going to happen.
Like my favorite piece of Metal Gear media is Metal Gear Awesome. If anyone remembers the Awesome series.
I don't know, but I like when you say it.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right, so now let's before we get into Lady Decade's unboxing of Bungie stuff, guys, did you know that the Bungie Marathon budget was over $200 million?
So the worst part about this is that Paul Tassi, so of course I always start off these conversations with, don't trust journalists. They are sort of estimating the same way that we are. Paul Tassi believes that the budget was around $250 million, to $250, which the chuds were saying that weeks ago. So shocking he can do math and make estimations just like we can. But that is just the game budget. Never mind the entire campaign with also the marketing. This game has to be like upwards of $350 million, I would assume. That is a lot of money for a game that at this point, last time we heard analysts speculated it was about 1.2 million copies sold, maybe 1.5 million copies sold at this point. But that means that they are not even close to making the amount of money that they were hoping. Because
on top of the
course,
acquisition price too, right?
Right, which was $3.6 billion. And we had heard at the end of 2025, Sony had said that Bungie was underperforming and that they were actually losing them money. And so that that was really because of Destiny 2's sort of demise, but makes sense. It was around for a long time. But Marathon is their game that's supposed to hold them over for multiple years in a row. This is their next big game until they come out with Destiny 3 or whatever they decide to do after Marathon. And so when you're already losing a significant amount of players, you are estimated to have only sold 1.5 million copies. I would assume at this point at $40, that's only $60 million. Never mind the percentage that the other platforms take. Like, we are talking about a major loss.
Well, actually, I want to play a game with you guys. How many players do you think are playing Bungie's Marathon on Steam right now? Kay, you first.
There has to be at least a couple thousand. This game has to be active.
Well, how many?
This is gonna be a lowballing it, like 5,000. I feel like it's higher than that.
All right, Vera?
Or
do you
17, 17K. Okay. That's my estimation.
Phoenix?
I was going to say 17. So I'll go 1,900.
And Lady Decade?
I'll go with my favorite number, 7,000. Seven's my favorite number, not 7,000.
Vera,
7.
you are the closest. There are 16,000 players right now. Look at that beautiful graph I have.
To be fair,
Beautiful graph. It's beautiful.
to be fair, I have been covering this game pretty heavily, so I just sort of estimated based on the other days around this general time.
What a change in from like all-time peak 88,000 people to right now 16,000. Like,
And that's not even that much in the grand scheme of things. Like 88K was still not probably the amount of players that they expected. They didn't even hit high guards. And yeah, sure, high guard was free to play. I get it. It is different, but you would think for Bungie, a company that has, or at least used to have, so many followers and so much name recognition in this industry, that they would be able to at least break 100K.
Yeah. Do you think this is gonna like go offline anytime soon?
I personally think that this game will survive for at least a year.
Okay.
I think Sony's pretty locked into giving it a shot and giving it a chance, but I do think that we are going to see them drop developers like it's hot. I think that we're going to see some pretty big layoffs, because it's estimated that about 400 people worked on this game, and that's internal, never mind like external studios that helped and that they outsourced for. So that's a lot of people for a core team.
Well, just think, already we're in April, right? And there's been at least 3,000 people laid off in the gaming industry already so far this year. That's a lot.
Womp womp, sucks to suck.
Yeah. So, before we get into gaming history, let me get this one from Mercenary real fast. Mercenary says, blood got infected, almost died. As for the joystick versus mouse and keyboard, I go Flight Sayek, flights and combat sims for $4 for cockpit setup. Full cockpit setup. Thank you very much. That's $1 for, I guess, joystick?
It's controller.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. And then Boss Snake Master for Knock 50 says, the image I sent on locals is why I've lost faith in the MGS movie. For a controller, that's what is that? Knock 50 to USD. That is $5.26. Thank you very much. All right, guys, we're gonna wind it down with Kay probably having an aneurysm, because it's gonna be it's gaming history, and I don't know which one this is. I'm gonna try this one.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
Snape is white, fucktards!
I hardly agree.
Quick question: Didn't Decade have a marathon box?
Oh my God, she did! I forgot. I'm so sorry, Lady Decade. Thank you. Thanks for reminding me.
Let's do gaming history first, and then I can do it
Okay.
afterwards.
Okay, all right. So April 10th, everybody. True Golf Classics. Pebble
Yes!
Beach Golf Links released in 1992. We have the Japanese release of Mario Kart Wii in 2008, and then Final Fantasy VII Remake releasing back in 2020. Ta-da! Look,
I'm
Sadly, I-
happy on that.
Sadly, I don't have that Pebble Beach classic of a banger game that you put on there, Blab. I'm
How
sorry.
could you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So here's what's on the list for today. Here you go. Let me know if you need me to zoom in. But I think you can
Got
go, right?
Bomberman for the
Bomberman.
Game Boy.
Yeah.
Warzone 2100.
Hat
Hat
Quarantine.
quarantine.
Imperium.
Inuyasha.
Imperium Galactic 2.
True Golf Classics, Pebble
Kay.
Beach Golf Links.
Which one is giving you an aneurysm right now, okay?
Hack quarantine. I just want something that's like a little niche Asian to get recognition for once in my life, please.
Yeah,
I did. I
that's
gave you Mario Kart
all.
Wii. That's pretty niche.
Yeah, the Pebble
my
Beach I think was pretty iconic.
Yeah, it's
okay, when
pretty.
you
It's
think
pretty
about
niche. It's Japanese and Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's a good point, Blabs. We got the King of the Fighters 12. I'm sorry, Kay, I just stepped on you.
No. That's a good call out. I was gonna say the Inuyasha game is actually pretty fun. Feudal Fairy Tale. Oh, dot hack. Sorry, go on. I'm just in pain.
But Kay, is
I want
that
Asia to get recognition in these, man?
But is it a game that is historically accurate, like Pebble Beach, for instance?
Well, it ain't no Pebble Beach.
Okay, well then that makes sense why it's not on the list, Kay. Sorry.
Skullgirls was really good.
Yeah,
I do want to
Skullgirls.
highlight Skullgirls actually, because that's we've been talking about censorship a bunch today.
Yeah.
That is a case of censorship where like later
was.
on, way after post-release, like I'm talking years later, they completely overhauled the game and censored a bunch of stuff.
It
And
was in
things like
2023. So this released in 2012, 11 years later.
And
That
they
is
sent for
fucking insane.
the art book that people had purchased way back then, the armbands in there for a certain reason I can't say on YouTube. Some of the outfits to make them a little less sexy, whatever. So yeah, that's like one of the biggest piss off red pills of how much censorship can hit you and why the digital future is terrible, because they can go in almost a decade later and change it completely.
Yeah.
And you bought it already. What can you do?
Right.
How about that Family Guy Android app, huh?
The Quest for Stuff, Cat Pipes, Araban Shadow Legacy, Aircraft Legends Flight Academy Simulator. Oh, Blueprints. That was
I love
that.
Group. Love
Yeah,
that.
there's a lot. There's a big crowd of people that really, really, really like that. And actually, I was surprised that did so well, because it's kind of more of an adventure, escape room kind of esque game that made its way into the mainstream market, which was really impressive.
I'm surprised I didn't put hentai tales for Lady Decade.
Oh yeah,
I'm Googling that. I'll just be
Infinite
back
Climax Endlessly Ecstasy. Wow, that
But
is
he looked
a hell
that
of an
5 times
orgasm.
fast.
it should come with like, I don't know, complimentary cock rings or something.
Wow.
You had me at cock rings. Thank you.
So there you have it. I think I actually did a good list, okay?
It's perfect. Flawless.
Or not. Apparently not.
I really feel like Skullgirls should have been on there.
Yeah.
I would have put Skullgirls or Blueprints.
Listen. True Golf Classics Pebble Beach Golf Links was very revolutionary for its
Yes.
time.
That is a good response. I agree with you now.
I
Blabs.
think it's
Good
fair
response.
to say you could remove Final Fantasy VII Remake because it's
Yeah.
only 1 out of 3 parts of a remake, and so it's not the full game, so it shouldn't be on this list.
I like that
Hello.
game, but I agree.
That's my logic.
Listen,
I don't know.
Lady
That was a
Decade.
big to do. That was a big gaming. That was a really big to do. So I don't know. I think it does need to be on there. And then with Blabs' little
Two
retort there, I
Phoenix.
agree that Pebble Beach should have been there. I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm defending you, Blabs.
Lady
Please
Decade,
one
you
day put
have-
Dot Hack or Shimigami Tensei on a list, please.
Lady Decade has something to show us. What's in the box?
Yeah, shit that they shouldn't really be sending to someone like me. How dumb is this? Right. So, talk about wasting money. There is some bougie stuff in here. So, the first thing is they sent this out and it's got my name on it. Come on, camera. Got my name on it. And I've got my own web link.
Have you ever seen what the URL is?
Yeah, it says escapewillmake.me/Lady Decade.
That's exciting.
It says 12th of April 2025. So I'm sure, I don't know whether the link still works. It worked ages ago. And then, yeah, this like wedge here, that if I could get that out.
I like how she's just opening everything. Like, fuck the seals, we're not caring.
Yeah, oh, whoops. Oh, well.
Well, that's broken.
It's got this on the back of it, some kind of glue. But yeah, it's just, again, it just says escapewillmake.me. I wonder whether that actually works. Is there anything inside of this? Nope, that's just a wedge. Bougie hat. Here we go.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah,
Escape
it literally
will
just says, me God. There you go.
Escape will make me God. Okay.
Yeah, and it's quite a nice hat. I'd say it's of a good quality. It's got a tightening thingy on the back.
Oh, I like the
which you can-
buckles. I miss those. Everyone stops making buckles anymore.
There. Then I've got this thingy.
A ball.
Yes, a ball.
Is it a gacha
like-
ball? Oh my god, it is. It's a gacha.
I have got stickers.
Okay.
God, the audience is riveted by this right now.
They're like, wow, what's in the box? What's in the ball?
Yeah,
It's good that you're
what's
showing
in
it
the
off because
bag?
people want to see like
Yeah.
gaming collectibles. So and we
Yeah.
can see your background as well, which is
Yeah.
gorgeous.
It,
I love all the
says,
games you have back here.
Oh, thank you.
The pink
The-
matches your hair.
It says on here, by the way, just a quick heads up. If you plan on posting about our gift, please tag it with #ad. We want to keep everything transparent. So thanks for being part of our journey. Let's build
And you
something
never
amazing
did it.
together. Cheers, the Bungie team. I'm also
And
in
when
their
did you get
Discord
that
server, so-
package? Last year?
Yes, last year. Yeah. I'm only just opening it now. I kind of half opened it in a video once, but I think that's quite cute actually.
A little
So
tat,
there's-
all right.
There is some nice stuff in here. I think I might give. Oh, this one I could give to my kids, couldn't I? Let's see if I can get this open with my
like a
weedy little
towel?
arms. I think it's like a cuddly toy. If I can get it open.
And Blabs, just as a reminder, you wanted someone to remind you about the Yoshi body wash.
Oh, I mean, I was gonna stick it in Monday's doc actually,
Okay,
because it's still kind of funny.
Look, it's a Japanese thing.
Why does
it's
it look like one of
adorable.
those like pill boxes where you lift the
I
tab
don't
up
know.
and there's
It
pills?
looks like a pill bug then, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh,
That's
nice. Please somebody clip that and just have
The
that for
very
like Lady
accurate
Decade's
sound.
intro.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah. I must remember, you're not my children. Oh, come on, open up, whatever this is. I will get this open. Whatever
You have
it is.
scissors.
Not to hand. otherwise
Blabs, maybe while she's opening all these things, do you want to finish up with the chats and then?
Yeah, I was gonna let me get some
Yeah.
supers while you're trying to open that up.
Let's do-
Mountain Dew branded shoes. How's that make sense? People that drink it on the regular don't even have feet anymore. And Lady Decade's got a T-shirt.
Look at it is massive as well. I don't know what size they thought. It's large. Oh,
The audacity.
How dare them?
it's huge patch of a t-shirt.
It's just size fat fuck. That's the size. That's just.
God, that's like an entire 90.
Hey, you got
But
new
yes.
you got new pajamas then.
It's a very nice quality though. Like this isn't
It's
a cheap
100%
t-shirt.
cotton.
It's so good. No silkworms were harmed making this garment.
Oh my.
It says they're extra large.
Interesting. Mercenary for 2 says, here's the other 2. Leg hole was punishment for today in gaming. I'm protective of video games because they saved my life and vindicative whenever anyone tarnishes them. All right, Mercenary.
Yes, 100% cotton.
Nice. Corona Soul for 10 says, is there a game that was released but technically not complete, i.e. Xenogears, you want to see completed and released? My vote is for Snatcher. Mouse and keyboard for 10.
Was Snatcher not completed? I'm still playing through that.
So
what is
dice. Oh, it's a keyboard.
I thought it was complete.
I'm still playing through it, and I love
That's
it.
for the
but-
keyboards. You
Oh, it's a
you swap
keycap.
Yeah, it's a keycap.
Yeah.
Just one, though. I like that. You only get one. The rest of the keyboard's empty.
Well, that's everything in the box. The box itself is quite bougie too.
I
It's
want
just
to answer
magnets.
box.
And it
I wanna
has my name.
question.
Nice.
I would say KOTOR 2 needs to be completed. You can get mods for it. of course,
Amazing game.
but
I
like
think
actually
this
just
is
full
the best thing.
release.
Yeah.
And this was
What
the
do you-
second best.
What do you mean not complete? By the way, I'm lost.
There
Well,
was
like-
cut content.
KOTOR 2, pretty
okay.
much what happened was it was rushed development because the first one was so successful, so they gave them a really small window to develop it. So you can find mods that fill in the blanks, but at a certain point, like when I first played it on release, and I was like, did I black out? Did I miss story? Like, what's going on? And then I realized later in life, oh no, they
Phoenix put a
literally
2-minute
didn't have
timer.
time to put it all in.
Unfortunately.
I
We'll
thought we
play-
already got this as 10, but all right.
I'm just seeing whether that.
No, I said put a
Link
2-minute
works.
timer.
Oh.
But yeah, KOTOR 2, it would be so nice if there was a retail release that actually had everything. For now, you got to rely on Steam Workshop, which is still great. You know.
All right, we
2
got-
minutes to go.
The
Yeah, we
link
got
doesn't
2-minute
work
timer,
anymore.
guys. All right, so thank you, Corona Soul, for the 10. Enigma for 5 says, with all the Harry Potter TV controversy, I just assumed Snape was transferred to Hogwarts from Uganda. Somewhere in Africa. Thanks.
Uganda.
See, Winnick for 5 says, I just want to say you had Skullgirls for 2 years in gaming history, and now you ruined a huge L, Blabs. Controller always. Too damn bad, Winnick. And,
There's a dollar difference, by the way, in the console, in the controller little fight we have here.
It is Ryder for 10 says, for controllers in celebration for finally beating that game Jade Empire on the PC. The first time I beat it was on the original Xbox. So that's 10 for controllers.
$11 difference.
And then Ivan for 20 says, mouse and keyboard redemption arc. That's 20 for keyboard.
Just redeemed it.
And yeah, so whilst we wait, if anybody else wants to put in their last sense.
One more minute to go.
Supers is 1 minute. Lady Decade, where can the people find you?
You can find me at youtube.com/@LadyDecade. And yeah, you can also, if you want to watch some retro gaming content, I made a second channel, which is /@Lady-Arcade. And I'm doing a load of like Zelda-y bits at the moment.
Very nice.
Vara, where can the people find you?
You can find me on YouTube and X, Veridark Dark Titan Media, or my second channel is Veridark Reviews. I am currently playing through a new Erika Ishii and Deborah Wilson game called People of Note. But next week I'll be playing Mouse PI for Hire. I'm going to be playing Pragmata, games I am super, super excited for. And then Monday nights, Fuck My Life with Ryan Kinnell. Wednesday nights, The Vera and Virtue Show. And then I stream video games Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern.
All right, Insane came in for the 2 with a controller, and then another one just popped in right then from Lord for 10 euros saying for the controller.
We've hit the 2 minutes, by the way.
It did. These are coming in afterwards because we got another one from Game Hunter. You guys came in right at the very last second. What are you doing? A Game Hunter for 5 says, Ratson's ilk are nothing but cucks and grifters. I can make a MMIWG2LSLGBTQQIA visual novel of Ratson stalking Asmongold. Don't worry, it'll be an FTP. Money on controllers. Jesus Christ, thank you for that. Idiot came in with 5, and then Eat My Slam Wish for 20 euros says, sorry, but not sorry, Phoenix, mouse and keyboard.
Okay.
You guys, though, like, it's 2 minutes is gone now. And then a Squash Hammer for 10 says keyboard since the Game Boy versus PC was rigged.
Okay, now just as a heads up, like so this is after the timer.
Yeah.
Controllers won, but I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you that now that mouse and keyboard just won. But as far as the cutoff, it was controllers.
Yeah, we're gonna go with controller, guys. We had the 2 minute mark.
No, I'm gonna give it to him. I'll give it to him today. Sure. Why?
Is that like a pity give? Like a pity win?
Yes, because the Game Boy is still the master race, and so we all know that the Game Boy is the greatest controller that has ever existed.
All right. So before we announce the winner, Kay, where can the people find you?
I am Melee K, one half of Melee Games, and this weekend we are celebrating mascots, Spyro, Crash, you name it. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. So come hang out, YouTube, Rumble, you know where to find me, Melee Games.
All right, everybody's links are down below in the description, guys, so you guys can feel free to check them out. Now, Phoenix, you may announce the winner.
Yes. I'm going to announce the winner, and when you see the number, just make sure for all the people out there who voted for controllers know that you can actually you can take off $30 from the mouse and keyboard. It was after the bell. But here we go, the final tally. $197.31 for mouse and keyboard as the preferred way, the only way apparently of playing games, versus $180.75 for the controllers, which of course means that the winner is in fact the keyboard. Wow. Woo. A stunning upset, a revenge for all those who lost to the 1989 console that could Game Boy. Here to accept the award is, let's go. Who really loves the mouse and keyboard here? Who really loves it?
I do.
Anyone? You do? All right. Can you please?
Please accept this win, Vara.
I will accept this win because mouse and keyboard is better PC Master Race.
The end.
Second-class citizen. We've already went over this. The Game Boy is the PC Master, or the Master Race. Sorry.
PC Master Race. There you go.
Whoops! Damn it!
Slip there.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for being here. On Monday, we are returning without Craig because he's still dead. The Melee K will be joining us again to help out with the timestamps and whatnot. And Carolyn will be joining us. So expect probably like Pokemon discussions and whatnot. So thank you, everyone, for being here. I hope you guys have a really great weekend. And thank you for enjoying this giant clusterfuck chaotic stream without the boss.
I thought it went swimmingly.
Yes, I thought it went swimmingly as well.
You're welcome, everyone.
Yes, it's all Phoenix. Phoenix did every little thing today. Thank you so much. All right, guys. People want to try to keep it down. Don't let them. You guys gotta go get it. We'll see you all on Monday. Touch